complete reaction this morning. Our Jessica Mendoza's here, 8:45 Eastern time with Key, Jay, and Max. They're next. I'm Jay Reynolds. Back tomorrow with SportsCenter all night. It's ESPN Radio.
Coming up next, Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max on ESPN Radio and ESPN2.
Dan owed an unbelievable amount of money to the IRS.
I got behind on my taxes. It's a horrible feeling.
He was in denial.
And when I got those letters from the IRS, you wanted to act like they didn't exist.
Finally, Dan turned to Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $1 billion for their clients.
Optima got me a settlement with the IRS. These people are really people-friendly. It was every bit of a new lease on life for me.
The fast action and the great results made Dan's head spin.
I felt like I was in a dream, but it's real, and I have paperwork to prove it. They got the job done, and life is good.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation.
If you're worried about what's going to happen with the IRS, stop worrying. Make the call now.
Call 800-682-9964. 800-682-9964. 800-682-9964.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
I've been asked 1,000 times, did you plan on becoming the largest injury law firm in the world? And the answer is no. When I started, there were just two of us. Today, Morgan & Morgan has almost 800 lawyers alone. No injury firm in the country has anywhere close to that. We set out to be focused on our clients and to have a commitment to trying cases and winning. And when you have those results at trial, you're able to settle most of your cases quickly and fairly. Reputation matters. We grew like this because we worked hard, and so many former clients referred family and friends. And what I believe is the main reason is we delivered for our clients a lot. Hard work and client satisfaction was our plan. It worked. Hope is not a plan. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Jamie's log. Progressive. The Harrington's backyard. Day 11, 4:43 a.m. The tent I set up in the Harrington's backyard to prove Progressive has 24/7 protection has a rip in it. But a little rain won't stop me. Mrs. Harrington said she totally understands 24/7 protection means 24/7. Gonna stay a few more days to make sure. It's hailing now. That's fun.
Progressive doesn't just offer a great price when you bundle home and auto. We offer round-the-clock protection. Just not literally from Jamie. Coverage from Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers, and subject to policy terms. Bundle discount not available in all states or situations.
If you or someone you love has been diagnosed with breast cancer, breastcancer.org is here to help. Find free expert guidance online. Learn about breast cancer risk, diagnosis, treatments, side effects, and managing life during cancer. Join breastcancer.org's online community to connect with others who know just what you're going through. Our mission is to empower you to make the best decisions for your life. No one should face breast cancer alone. Find support at breastcancer.org.
There is a place outside of Philadelphia where the aroma of freshly baked bread brings you back to more traditional times. The era when families join together to enjoy an authentic old world taste with traditional recipes and fresh ingredients. That time and place still exists at Corropolese Italian Bakery and Deli. Since 1924, now 4 generations and 4 locations. The Corropolese family has been bringing you back to a more nostalgic time by sharing their favorite recipes and consistently adding new flavors for new traditions. While Corropolese Italian Bakery and Deli is well known for their famous tomato pie, voted best in Philadelphia, nothing compares to their fresh baked bread and strombolis, handmade pastries, cookies, pies, and a wide range of custom cakes. For a list of locations and all your party needs, explore more at CorpolesBakery.com.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia.
A Beasley Media Group station.
Home of the most entertaining sports talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
Good morning. Thought I'd help you wake up.
It's 6 a.m. and you're listening to The John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Let the party begin!
The show starts now.
And it begins on this Wednesday morning, October 19th. John Kincade Show on The Fanatic.
Welcome to the party.
Oh, yeah. And the party leaves you with 3
3, you got to win 3 and 6. When you try to say the math is 4 and 7, and 3 of those games are going to be at home, it seems a little more daunting. When you've got to win 3 out of 6 and 3 of them are going to be at home, it seems just a little bit less. But last night was special, really, really special. And Bradford White Water Heaters brings you the 6 o'clock hour of the John Kincade Show. Bradford White's here for the Pro. That positive messaging that hit my shoulders and hair this morning was the fact that was an exquisite game last night. And more importantly, I was thinking it to myself 3 times last night. I'm watching Phillies baseball on October 19th. And if you had told me the first Saturday in October that the Phillies would have even won a postseason series, I would have had doubts. And they win an opener of a series with Zach Wheeler again throwing up zeros. And now Aaron Nola takes to the mound today. And if he can continue his magical ride, you honestly put a stranglehold on this series that I do believe the Padres would not be able to come back from. It's an amazing, amazing story that we'll talk about all day today. You're going to be excited about it. We're excited about it. And, Bob, all I can say is Zach Wheeler has completely answered the bell over and over again. And it's actually a shame that he has earned runs against his record, because that was just terrible scoring that they gave him earned runs against his record, because except for the Rhys Hoskins error, which should have been an error, he should have a scoreless postseason, a historic postseason right now.
Yeah, I've been watching Phillies, as you have, playoff baseball for a long time. And one friend that I've been watching them with since the 80s, I texted last night and said that might be one of the best pitching performances by a Philadelphia Philly in our lifetime.
No questions asked.
I mean, we've seen some no-hitters, regular season, whatever, but when it comes to playoff baseball, and we've seen a lot of it if we've been around for a little while, and he came back to, and this guy usually disagrees with me, a little bit negative, no question. He was absolutely magical last night, and it was fun to watch. And that was a great baseball game. And people say, I like more scoring and all that. I understand that. But there's probably nobody that can deny how much they loved watching that game last night, including how good Darvish was there for a while.
He was fantastic.
Or for the whole game, actually.
Honestly, the first inning, I was a bit anxious. I thought there was a little bit of nibbling going on with Wheeler. And then he just went into this attack mode. And that was a thing of beauty. And he was painting both sides of the strike zone and changing up, and then every once in a while change. But his commanding a game with a fastball to me, and it was great that Smoltz was working the game. I watched Smoltz up close and personal for a lot of his career, pitch in big games and a power pitcher. I think there's nothing better than watching a power pitcher in the postseason. Mano a mano, go after him with your best stuff, and he's attacking Sosa. He's attacking Machado. He's attacking them with his best stuff and saying, can you hit it? Here's your shot. And then every once in a while, flipping it around and trying to get them to chase something.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought up Smoltz, because he was watching Wheeler go throughout the game. He was getting more and more giddy to me.
You could hear it.
You really could. You could hear him kind of be in awe and just appreciate. And someone that's been there and has been able to do that before. His appreciation of what Wheeler was doing last night was actually really fun to listen to. And it was just, Schwarber and Harper, my God, what 4 hits combined, least amount of hits in postseason history in a game.
That's incredible to me right there.
Yeah. I mean, the Phillies had one other hit, and it was a single by Schwarber in, the 3rd inning or something? That was incredible. It's just an incredible game.
There's a question I didn't ask Pat beforehand, but I wanted to ask Pat last night, and I almost texted him. When Schwarber hit the home run, when Harper hit his home run, it's 1-0. The way the game was going, did you think it was over?
Oh, no. Oh, God, no.
No. Okay,
No.
so you didn't. You didn't think like...
No, I actually said aloud, they're going to need more than 1 run to win this game.
I swear to you, I thought when Harper hit the home run, it was over.
Really?
And that's stupid. That's completely stupid on my part. But I almost texted you guys and said, don't do it. You're going to jinx it. You're going to jinx it. When Schwarber's home run went, Pat, and it's 2-0.
Yeah.
And then you'd seen more of the game. You saw 2 more innings of Wheeler. Did you think it was over?
No.
Now I'm surprised that I thought for sure.
I thought for those like postseason, especially around like NLCS.
Okay.
I'm never this game is over type of guy unless they're up by like 7.
I'm going to predict that Bob thought differently. When the Schwarber home run went, you didn't think it was over? I swear to you, I thought it was over.
It's because of what Smoltz said in the, I believe it was in the Atlanta series. In playoff baseball, one runner is a rally.
And it is.
And it is. I mean, that's the pins and needles of playoff baseball. And one runner is a rally. And you felt it in the 9th inning when they got a couple of runners on and you're thinking, oh, my God, long ball here, you're done. Like, the game's over. One runner in a 1-0, 2-0 game is absolutely a rally. And they have, obviously, you have Soto and you have Machado and Bell and, guys that can hit the ball out and even guys that aren't used to hitting it out, like a Grisham, who's been doing it in the playoffs. No, 2-0, I wasn't satisfied until that last strike.
I got to tell you, I felt like the Padres looked spooked. I think they had a glazed over look at them from like the 5th inning on. And that's what I was seeing. I didn't see energy on their bench. Until the last inning, I didn't see any kind of up on the railing. We're fired up. We're excited. You saw the Phillies side. Now they had runs on their side.
Yeah,
but helps. I saw energy on their side. I saw crap. How the hell are we going to hit this guy tonight on their side?
Yeah, they completely changed their approach. They were, first pitch swinging.
You think they were guessing?
Which was great. I don't think they were guessing. I think they realized he was panic zone, so go after the first pitch and hopefully he'll make contact. But it wasn't working. And especially after the way that the first inning went down, like you talked about. It was a long first inning. I'm watching you.
I was nerve-wracked then.
Yeah, I'm watching Darvish, and I'm like, this is great. They're putting together really good at-bats. They got him up to about 20 pitches. This is awesome. And then Wheeler came out and had a worse first inning, and I wasn't feeling great. And then he flipped the switch, and you could tell like they didn't know what the hell was coming. They were completely perplexed.
I watch baseball differently since gambling apps, like my BetParks app, and you guys have your apps of favor. And working with Pat Egan. Pat Egan always talks about pitch counts.
Yeah, I'm a big
I find myself now obsessed with inning by inning, watching the pitch count and figuring it out, all because of you, Egan.
Yeah,
so it's like, even though you're not there on the couch, you are. It's as if you're sitting on, like it's you'd be on the love seat or maybe the chair and a half, maybe.
Yeah, I'm very annoying normally.
No, but it wasn't.
But in the NLCS, I'm even worse. Where I'm sitting there going, okay. If we can get him at 80 before 5, will be great. If we can, all right. Well, this is good.
I was doing all the math last night.
Yeah, I'm
17 pitches an inning. Okay, now we're at 18.
I can't lie. I do the same thing.
Oh, you do too?
I do.
Is it because of Pat driving you crazy?
No, I don't. He doesn't sway me one way or the other.
Do I impact your life?
But no, not really. But yeah, when you see 18, 19, 20 first inning, you're thinking, oh, come on. But then he goes out and has a 9-pitch inning or a 5-pitch inning. And I'll tell you what, Zach Wheeler's in a groove of pitching that's rare in my lifetime I've seen a Phillies pitcher do. You got to go back to like a Steve Carlton, Curt Schilling. And those are the only two I can really...
Okay, think of this, though. And you're thinking Doc. Phillies there.
Doc had it. Very good, Pat. You're right.
And I would say we've seen it in postseason. I've seen it with Hershiser. Way back, but a lot of kids like Pat wouldn't remember that. No. Hershiser in '88 was stupid. He went on one of these runs, like a 60-inning scoreless, something like 58. That, where he just wasn't able to be. And the thing was, it wasn't that people weren't hitting him; it's that they weren't scoring against him. He was finding ways. Wheeler's so efficient, and I love the fact I love watching a power pitcher. And today, Aaron Nola gets to take to the mound today. And when you win the first game on the road in a best-of-7 series, we already talked about the math yesterday. It's really, really positive. But I almost think it gives Wheeler the chance to hit the mound today, feeling like the Phillies gave him a couple runs. That today isn't, holy gosh, we got to win today. We got to win today. We can't go back 2-0. We can't. I think they take, and I think the batters hold the bats a little bit easier today.
Yeah, no question. And look, if there's anything we ever do question about Aaron Nola, I don't think it's mostly physical. I think it's mostly mental.
Yes.
Right? Gets a guy on base and worries about that too much. Gets out of his groove. If he's in a good place mentally, which he looks like he has been for a month and a half, really locked in, yeah, I think you're good to go. And the only thing that would be better is if they, in fact, do put up those couple of runs early in the game and let him settle in.
Hey, according to the Consumer Product Safety Commission in the Morning Mindbender, there are nearly 12,000 annual injuries from this home product falling on them. What is it?
By the way, I took this question from I don't know if it was Twitter, a Twitter picture. Bob inspired it from a Twitter picture that he posted.
This home product.
I think I got it
This
now.
home product falling on them.
TVs.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
I'm going to say a ladder.
A ladder?
A ladder.
I mean,
A ladder.
12,000 is a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, but I mean, I'm thinking of people. I'm thinking of people up on ladders and then the ladder falling.
I should say, I think there's more people that have injuries with ladders than 12,000.
Okay, what do we got, Coachy?
Coach, what's the answer? Come on. Every second counts,
turning
man.
the page.
He's turning the page.
11,800 injuries a year are reported from falling TVs.
How about that?
Like people that have TVs that fall
TVs
off
are so
the wall.
light anymore,
They're
though.
so
If it falls
light.
on you, does it hurt you?
More importantly, isn't your TV at like eye level?
Well, yeah. So if you're
On the
down
wall?
like fixing something, boom, here it comes. Or when you're hanging it on that wall, boom.
Well, it's injuries. It's not like
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. We were just talking about
you take
this.
a 70-inch, flat screen of the old
Noggin.
wrist or the noggin. Yeah, it's not going to feel good.
We were talking about this yesterday when Bo Diaz's name came up. Now, you do not. Pat did not see Bo Diaz play for the Phillies.
Man, what a transition we had.
Bo Diaz died with a.
Yes, I'm aware of how Bo Diaz died.
A satellite dish crushing him as he fell off the roof.
Yeah, they've had
that's
advancements.
crazy. That's craziness, though. Well, the fall off the roof, I think, is what killed him.
I mean,
But
I don't think
but it
the
fell on
satellite.
top of him.
It's what you hire professionals to do.
Yes, you do. Hire professionals. They'll help you out. Hey, UPS is now hiring warehouse workers. They take professionals, package delivery drivers, and tractor-trailer drivers near you. You can apply now at upsjobs.com/shift. Make the shift and make a difference. Congratulations to the Flyers last night. Flyers win 3 in a row to start their season, to start John Tortorella's career. Just a note that last year they had 1 3-game winning streak.
Kiss my ass.
1 3-game winning streak. They've already matched it in his first 3 games. Last year, they had 2 games where they came back to win when they were down two goals. In their first 3 games, they already have 2 of those 2. So they've already matched a lot of things that we saw last year. And that is a fantastic start for the Flyers. You'll hear the Flyers tonight on The Fanatic at 7:30 versus the Florida Panthers, trying to go to 4-0. Now the Sixers. Last night. You heard him right here on The Fanatic. Bob had the setup, and if you haven't seen it on Twitter, Bob had the setup last night to be able to watch multiple games at the same time. I didn't see a Flyer setup. You're probably just checking in on your phone on the Flyers.
No. So on the bottom TV where I was watching the Sixers during timeouts, I would go to Flyers.
How were the top TV and the bottom TV?
Maybe it was the top.
How was the TVs? It looked like they were stacked.
No, so the one TV's permanent, the top TV's permanent, and that's
okay.
on a stand.
All right.
And then, because this is how I am, I got 2 chairs, folding chairs, put them down, got the streaming TV, it just fit perfectly below the regular TV. So, yeah, so what I did was I guess it was Philly's bigger TV. It was easier to switch than the streaming is. I would go back and forth. Like, Philly's innings are long. Between innings is so long.
2.5 minutes, I believe.
Yeah, that I went to the Flyers game. Didn't see any of the first 4 goals. Kept going back, saw 2-0, 2-1, 2-2. And then I go back 2-2, and I saw the game-winning goal. I saw it live. Great steal, great shot. Cates gets you a goal, wins the game for you 3-2. Cool. They're fun to watch. Like, in the little bits and pieces that I could go back, they play hard. I mean, Tortorella has them playing hard, and they're fun to watch a little bit.
So was it fun to watch the Sixers?
No, they frustrated the hell
just
out of me
one
last
game,
night. I
for
know it's
God's
just one
sakes,
game,
but
but I didn't
still.
like it at all.
What didn't you like?
I didn't like the energy. I didn't. Boston, I don't like. I mean, that goes back to our youth. But it seems anytime somebody puts on a Boston green uniform, they're automatically unlikable.
Oh yes,
I can't stand any of them. Like they're all punch the face guys. I can't stand them making normal 3-pointers and celebrating like they just won the championship. But it also comes from the Sixers not playing well. Didn't love the way Joel Embiid played last night. I didn't think his energy was very good. And that I think that wears onto the team also. But yeah, first game in Boston, always hard to win there. Milwaukee Thursday night, bring it on.
I saw pouty-faced Embiid last night. I hated it.
Oh, was that one of the 15 times that he was on the floor? That
I swear, yeah, but I saw pouty-faced Embiid. It's game freaking one of 82 games, and it looked like he was, like that, just that dejected, bland look on his face. I was like, come on. You've just had 6 months of vacation.
Harden had 35.
4 months of vacation, whatever it is.
They didn't get much from the bench, but yeah, game one, it looks like the offense is, I don't know. I wanted to ask Doc this. I don't know if the offense is behind the defense or vice versa, but Boston's defense was pretty good last night when it had to be, and that was the difference in the game. And early on in the season, when your defense is better than most other teams, you're going to win games like that.
Happiness abounds today, though. And, Pat, I said something to Connor earlier. You go up 2-0 on the road, and I know that's going to make you cringe because you've told me a little bit this morning. You take me behind the curtain a little bit. Mm-hmm. I don't see you losing a series. 2-0.
I'm not going to cringe at that.
Coming up. Well, no, I thought you would. I do not believe they lose the series if they win today.
I'm not going to say it's over, but I'm not going to cringe at it because it means the Phillies win the series. So I'm not going to cringe at the thought of that. But I'm not going to proclaim the series is over quite yet. But
too dangerous.
You're in a real good spot.
It's a real 2-0.
Bobby,
2-0.
Let's just relax a little bit.
You're going for the jugular today.
I'm not trying to kill your vibe. Let's relax a little bit there, Bobby.
I'm not going overboard. I'm just staying with what I said.
You did. You said
Phillies. You said 5. Yes. Hey, Seamus says he watched the game with his dad, and the first thing they both said to each other simultaneously after the Harper home run was, that could be the game. I felt that same thing watching it, and when the Schwarber home run went, I'm like, it's over.
I didn't have that at all.
Until the decision to pull Zach Wheeler after 7.
Yeah, that's
the only time it made me a little anxious.
And even like the broadcast second-guessing it, saying...
Well, Smoltz flat out called it out.
Overthinking it. Well, Smoltz also in the 7th inning said, I'm going to go on a limb here and say I think it could get a complete game. Wow. Really went on a limb there with a guy in 7th inning with like 75
pitches. But he knew what Rob Thompson does.
No,
Melvin Belvin has something on a spreadsheet that says, here's the number of pitches.
It just cracked me up of like, I'm really going on a limb here, and he was like dead serious about it. I'm going to make a prediction here. I think there's a complete game in this series.
I think he was being a wise ass.
The guy is cruising. I don't. But with that said, yeah, I didn't feel great when they pulled him because I'm sitting there going, this is our storyline tomorrow.
I can't believe it.
Well, it's exactly what I sent you guys. They show him in the dugout and he's got the hoodie on, right? And then what was it on again last night?
It was on FS1.
Yeah. FS1 shows him going around and doing the handshakes, right?
Yeah.
So they say, looks like it's over and all. So I sent you guys and I said, I write this before the bottom of the 8th starts. It looks like Wheeler is out. My initial reaction, probably like everybody's, is
Exactly.
But my educated reaction is, who the hell are we to question anyone making decisions for the Phillies? So I made some notes just about this postseason. The handling of the bullpen. We questioned it, but it was right? Like Rob Thompson's done a great job before last night. The handling of the bullpen.
And he did a good job last night, too. It worked.
Starting Noah Syndergaard. I think a lot of us were wondering, really? He's going to do that instead of Bailey Falter? Turned out to be right. Not giving in to talk of moving Schwarber or Hoskins from number 1, number 2. He stood fast. We all sat here, me included, and said, man, I don't know. I think I'd move something. You got to get this offense started. Moving, and this was a minor move, but he did it, I think, in Game 3 of the Braves series. He moved Stott to 7 and Marsh back to 9. And he said, it's just a minor move, but I like the way Stoddard, that's what he calls Stoddard, is swinging the bat a little bit more. Stott goes out and gets that 9-pitch double. Marsh hits you a home run from the 9th spot. So that's why I sat back and said, yeah, totally understand everybody's going to bitch about this. But if you sit back and just let it play out a little, I can't question the moves that he's made.
If I'm on a tight budget and I walk up to the blackjack or the roulette table and say $500 on black, I can win that bet. It doesn't mean it was a great decision. And more importantly, just because something works doesn't mean it was a great decision. And
it worked. Yeah, you're right.
Did work. It did work. And there's something to be said for that. But there's some moves I wouldn't have the stomach for. That's last night. It worked. I don't think it was the smartest move in the world, and I still don't. And I can't. And the answer isn't just, well, it worked, so you're wrong. No, you're not. You're not wrong if you say, I don't like that decision.
Yeah, if he had, I would have personally, I would have let him go out there. I would have had somebody warming, and I would have seen what happened. You know, he gives up a hit. You got a 2-run lead, so if he gives up a hit, fine. You bring in a reliever. But I'm not in favor this late in the season of kind of putting bullpen arms out there that have never pitched this much.
Yeah, you know, I was wondering about that. And you brought up analytics, John. I wonder if they do have analytics on, it was going to be Dominguez and Alvarado, how they are coming into a game with runners on bases as opposed to coming in on a fresh inning.
Oh, I guarantee
Maybe the numbers say that they're a lot better coming in on a fresh inning. You know, the fact that he only threw 83 pitches, look how good this looks for a Game 5 now.
On Sunday.
Oh, my God. Like, the guy's going to be totally rested. He just had a nice 83 pitch or whatever it was outing.
Do you believe that if he threw 94 last night, let's say he does what Pat and I say, come on out for the 8th, see how it goes. Let's say he throws 94, 95 pitches last night. I don't believe that over the next 4 days, those extra 10 or 11 pitches is going to be a difference.
Not at all.
You know, but, hey, we know you're going to want to get in and talk with us this morning. All I know is this, is that Rob Thompson, if there's a button to be pushed, the vast majority of them he's pushing are correct.
Yeah,
They're coming up correct. He knows his team. He has a pulse on them. He understands what he wants.
I really did have that. And you know how I think, John. You and I do this a lot, where the gut reaction happens, and I understand it. I'm the guy that sits back for a second and goes, well, wait, hold on. Let me think this through.
Why did he do that?
Yeah, so last night, I literally said to myself, who the hell are you to question what he's been doing?
That's silly.
No.
Because up until...
Not now. Look, when a guy's pressing gold buttons all the time, I can't. Look, if you bet 500 in black and you've won 8 straight times and you do it a 9th time, I ain't questioning you.
It's a chance, though. I mean, like, the thing is, in September, he wasn't pushing all the right buttons.
Well, this is in September.
I mean, no, that's what I'm saying.
In the postseason, he has.
He has been amazing. Yeah. Absolutely amazing. I don't know anybody who's managing better than him in the postseason.
Yeah, and look, I was right there with you guys questioning it. I get...
We'll get everybody else involved in the conversation. Mike, we'll get to you coming up. Stick around. 610-632-0975. The Phillies have a chance to put a stranglehold on this series already. That's coming up. We'll talk about it next. John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. You feel it in the air this morning. You feel the chill. Now, the question is, why are you feeling it in your living room and in your kitchen? It's because of your windows. They need to get replaced. And Window Nation has a great deal to make you pull the trigger on it right now. You're going to get 2 free windows for every 2 that you buy. Plus, you're going to pay nothing with no interest until 2025. So you can lower your energy bills, raise the curb appeal of your home, and raise the value of your home with new energy-efficient windows from my friends at Window Nation. If you act now, they'll be installed before the holidays. And do you know that they have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau? So you know you can trust them. You're going to buy 2, you're going to get 2 free on any style new window from Window Nation. But, John, you don't know my size. You don't know my style. You don't know my color. Well, Window Nation does. Go to windownation.com and do your window shopping. Then pay nothing until 2025. Buy 2, get 2 free. It's Window Nation's spectacular deal. Tell them John Kincade from The Fanatic sent you.
The John Kincade Show.
If you don't like it, go on the internet and complain.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Hey guys, Bob Cooney here. Tip off the NBA season with FanDuel in partnership with Valley Forge, America's #1 sports book. Join today to get $150 in free bets, guaranteed when all you have to do is place a $5 first bet. Sign up with promo code Bob to sign up. All customers get 3 months of NBA League Pass when they make a $5 bet on the NBA, courtesy of FanDuel. Then you can watch all the action as you bet on everything from the money line to point spreads to totals. And best of all, you'll get your winnings instantly. So don't miss your chance to get $150 in free bets, plus 3 months of NBA League Pass with promo code Bob. Make every moment more with FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of the NBA.
21 plus in present PA. New customers first online real money wager only. $10 deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire in 14 days. Existing customers, $5 NBA wager required. Limit 1 pass per customer across both offers. Restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hi guys, it's Andrew. Are you struggling with ED? Did you know that a major medical breakthrough is now available and it isn't a pill? Today, Wednesday, October 19th, we're running a one-day special you won't want to miss out on. Oak Hills Medical Clinic uses the most powerful form of wave therapy, clinically shown to repair blood vessels and improve blood flow. It's backed by 60 clinical studies, including from Cambridge. If you're ready to regain that spark in the bedroom, today is your day. Call us now and you'll qualify for the assessment and ultrasound totally free. Also, a gift that can produce rapid results to intimacy in minutes. You're gonna love that, guys, trust me. And today only, we're offering 5 tune-up treatments to our patients free. This is unprecedented, worth hundreds of dollars, but call today and qualify totally free. 215-302-9999. That's 215-302-9999. Guys, put a stop to your ED and get your love life back. Call Oak Hills Medical Clinic now to qualify. This offer ends today. 215-302-9999.
Get in zone, AutoZone. Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Starting trouble. No one likes that. We'll get you set up for some stronger starts. You might just need a fresh charge, and we'll take care of that free of charge. But if it is time for a new battery, we've got replacement batteries that'll fit your needs, starting at just $69.99. You can learn more about our battery selection at AutoZone.com. That's what makes us America's #1 battery destination.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Claim based on data from the NPD Group 2021.
Visit Barlow Chevrolet this fall and receive discounts below MSRP on select vehicles in stock. Competitive financing rates are also available to well-qualified buyers through GM Financial. New vehicles like Equinox, Silverado, and Malibu are arriving daily, so now is the time to reserve yours. At Barlow, we will always order the vehicle you want with no additional dealer fees or markups. It's our goal to keep the buying process simple, convenient, and hassle-free. This fall, find new roads at Barlow Chevrolet in Delran or at barlowchevrolet.com.
All the action on the ice giving you the chills? Break away to the hottest game in town, Delilah's. Let the world's most beautiful showgirls warm you up as you claim the game on Delilah's giant video walls. Or skate in after the game. Your ticket stub gives you free admission. Ready for a real power play? Come to Delilah's, voted America's #1 gentleman's club. Just off Delaware Avenue and just out of this world. Delilah's, where body checking is a way of life. Details now at delilahs.com.
Hey guys, it's Andrew. At CSL Plasma, you can make up to $825 this month when you donate plasma at any of CSL Plasma's tri-state area donation centers. That's money in your pocket for doing a great deed. Plasma donations help create therapies to treat patients with rare and serious diseases, and the process, it's similar to donating blood. For locations and info on how you can donate plasma and earn up to $825 this month, visit CSLPlasma.com. Walk-ins are welcome. CSL Plasma, good for you, great for life.
Hey, to become the next generation of innovators, entrepreneurs, and creators, we're gonna need something.
Like a high-speed internet connection that can turn my ideas into reality.
Like the skills to become the world's most powerful coder.
Like the tools to start my sustainable shoe business.
You just heard some of the millions of students Comcast is supporting through Project Up, our comprehensive initiative and $1 billion commitment to open doors for the next generation so they can build a future of unlimited possibilities. Learn more at comcast.com/projectup.
Hey, it's guys. The weather is cooler. We're all spending more time indoors. You need to change your kitchen in time for the holidays? Hint like me. That's what I'm planning, especially after my wife went, "It's ugly. Call Colonial Marble and Granite now." It's the perfect time to get game-winning deals at Colonial Marble and Granite's Fall in the Savings Sale. Get 20% off all marble, granite, quartz countertops, and kitchen cabinetry. Rush in now to score big on savings. Visit colonialmarble.net. and tell them Cuz sent you.
The new era of Thursday Night Football is here, and it's only on Prime Video. This Thursday, two electrifying stars look to scorch defenses in the desert when Alvin Kamara and the New Orleans Saints head west to take on Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals. Pre-game coverage begins at 7 p.m. Eastern with TNF Tonight, delivered by Little Caesars. Not an Amazon Prime member? Sign up for a 30-day free trial to stream the game. It's the Saints and the Cardinals, only on Prime Video. See Amazon.com/watchtnf for details.
Listen to 97.5 The Fanatic everywhere on Alexa at 975thefanatic.com, The Fanatic app, and now on Odyssey.
You ever put on that pair of jeans and all of a sudden there's like $20 sitting there and you're like, wow, that's awesome. Well, imagine that, but instead of jeans, you got a BetMGM account, and instead of a 20, it's a 50. That is all a reality with BetMGM's Refer a Friend program, and it's so simple. All you have to do is just log into your BetMGM account, and you go to the BetMGM Refer a Friend program. They're going to give you a link. You send it to everybody you know. It doesn't matter if you like them or not. Just send it to everybody you know. And when they click that and they register a BetMGM account in the same state that you use a BetMGM account in, they're going to receive a $50 bonus. So that's their incentive for doing this. And when they use that bonus and the bet is settled, you will receive a $50 bonus as well. This is a win-win. So it's like found money. You wake up one day to sign into your account, and boom, there's $50 just sitting there waiting for you. And let me tell you, with the MLB playoffs going on, this is a really good time to just wake up to a bonus $50 bet just sitting there. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 years of age or older to wager. Pennsylvania only. All promotions are subject to qualification, eligibility requirements. Rewards issued with non-withdrawable site credit. Site credit expires in 30 days. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, help is available. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. BetMGM Sports in partnership with Holiday Casino Morgantown.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
Thank God this is radio, or you'd have to be looking at my face.
I'm too sexy for my shirt. On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
We got a happy hour tomorrow, 5 to 7 p.m. at the PJ's in Malvern. PJ Wellahans is on fire right now with Philly sports going so crazy. There's no better place to catch all of the game day action than PJ Wellahans. I would imagine with an afternoon game today, your local PJ's is going to pack. It's going to be packed to the rafters. Great food, great drinks, great time. Check out your local PJ's. We'll be at the PJ's in Malvern tomorrow, 5 to 7 p.m. That's Adam Joseph's PJ's.
Oh, is
but he will not be because he'll be on the news. But it is Adam's.
He's got a break there. I mean, you do 6 o'clock news, and then you don't go on again until 11. He's got plenty of time to come see us. Come on, Adam.
Come on, Adam. All right, your reactions to Game 1. We've given you our reactions. If you want to chime in and share some thoughts at 610-632-0975. And again, we're all unanimous in that there were some nagging doubts about some of the decisions that were made. But you know what? Again, Rob Thompson knows his team better than anybody. And when he pulls the trigger, it's tended to work. And I think he's earning almost the blanket benefit of the doubt for this postseason.
Yeah.
It's not there yet, but it's getting there.
I'm the leader of pulling the blanket up, I guess. Yeah, like I said, I just had to trust him. Now, you said that Thompson said it after the game, and some people on YouTube are chiming in that his velocity was down there in the seventh inning. And I'm being honest, I didn't notice. I was looking at at the miles per hour of his pitches, but I did not notice that it was down. So another reason, I guess, that Rob Thompson made the right decision.
Chad in Malvern joins us on the Fanatic. Good morning, Chad.
Good morning, fellas. Yeah, we just saw last week with Spencer Strider what happens when you leave a pitcher in an inning too long and their velocity goes down, and we tattooed him. He got hammered. So I was very comfortable.
They weren't even fouling off many pitches on him, though. So that's not comparable.
With Strider, you're saying?
Yeah.
I mean, it's comparable in the sense that it's just the velocity.
Strider hadn't pitched in a month. Wheeler has been pitching and has been pitching exceptionally. I think there's a big difference there. At least to me, it's a big difference. Maybe not to you.
When you get to that third and fourth time through the order, and then your velocity dips, these guys have seen you 2 and 3 times, and then your velocity dips 2 and 3 miles an hour, then that's when they start getting to you. And if it's a 4-run game, I think you leave them in. But a 2-run game, you guys made a point yourselves. One runner's a rally. So a walk and a home run, and then now the odds probably flip, and they're favored to win.
I got to tell you, I'm Chad, and I understand. I'm not disagreeing with your point of view that it's valid. What I'm just telling you is a Hall of Fame pitcher who's pitched in the postseason, like one of the most decorated postseason pitchers ever, says he wouldn't have taken him out, and he doesn't see why he took him out.
Right.
Working the game.
Somebody else made a good point as well. I think we do all these comparisons like Steve Carlson would have thrown 130 pitches and pitched a complete game or whatever. But that's also leaving out, what these relievers can do nowadays. I think it was Brandon McCarthy on Twitter last night. He said some of these relievers today would have been prosecuted for witchcraft.
Well,
60 years ago. So when you bring a guy like Sir Anthony and Alvarado, and that's different than what was available back then. I mean, these guys are coming in throwing 100-mile-an-hour moving fastball,
and they're facing three and four batters. Chad, we got to run. We'll hopefully see you tomorrow at Malvern at PJ's. Relievers today too face like three batters. They used to pitch 7, 8.
Sure,
pitch to 7, 8
McGraw
guys.
would come in for 3 1/3 innings or something like that.
And get an 8-out save, a 7-out save, a 9-out save. I mean, it's so specialty today. I just wouldn't have had the guts. I would not have had the guts to make that move last night. Wheeler's pitching the 8th for me until he shows distress.
I think I hear you on that. I was surprised, no question about it. But like I said, I wonder what kind of numbers they have. He knew he was going to Dominguez and Alvarado. There's no question. Those are the two he was going to. So what kind of numbers do you have on them starting an inning fresh or starting an inning with somebody on base? I think that's a big factor. I didn't hear it last night, and I don't have the numbers on it, but I bet you that played big into Rob Thompson's decision.
Pat, I would bet that almost every reliever in baseball is better when they get to start an inning clean. That when they're asked to come into a game and it's, they get nobody on base and they can just attack an inning that way, that's going to be to their benefit.
Yeah, probably. I would assume that's probably pretty accurate. I still wanted to pull them.
Yeah,
I was just looking at the last inning. Sorry, go ahead, Pat.
And I didn't even thought about the caller made the comment about Strider. I didn't thought about that, and it is a good point. But I still, the difference between Strider was like it was a 11 pitch at bat by Stott that really wore him down. And at that point, if you're having a similar thing, right? Somebody hits a double off Wheeler, that's when I'm pulling him. Brian Snicker kept Strider in there a little too long. I'm literally doing the first sign of danger. All right, we're taking the ball from you, but I would have had him out there.
Yeah, the inning that he finished, the last inning for Wheeler, if you guys remember, Machado flied out pretty deep right field.
Yeah,
it was almost warning track, and then Bell lined out to second base on a rope. Remember, I thought it was a base hit.
Segura play.
Segura was there, but it was an absolute rope. And then he struck out Cronenworth looking. So, maybe those 2 hard hit balls, the fact that people are telling us that, like I said, I didn't notice that his velocity was down a little bit. I guess that all did come into play. And not knowing all that then, yeah, I was still saying, man, I'd like to see Wheeler again. But now that you're getting more and more evidence, Thompson's a step and a half ahead of us.
Hey, if you want to get in, 610-632-0975. Number on the Eagles, by the way, who are enjoying their bye week. A little bit of a troubling statistic on the defensive side of the ball, despite the success that they've had. But I think there may be a reason to explain it away. They're giving up 5 yards a carry. One of the worst in the NFL.
Yeah. It's not good.
Reason, here's a reason. And Pat, Bob, blow it full of holes, but I think this may be the reason.
I know where you're going. I have a feeling.
You get out to a lead. Everybody's pass happy trying to catch up to you because you build up big leads. And then that softens it up for the run game, and that's why you're giving up rushing yards.
Yeah. And
that's logical, right? I mean,
there's more logic behind it, too.
What's that?
When they think the other team's going to pass, who do they have in the game? Fletcher Cox.
And then they run on Fletcher Cox.
They run on Fletcher Cox. I saw the number yesterday. When Jordan Davis is in the game, the other team averages about 3.5 yards a carry. When he's not in the game, they average 5.5.
By the way, Jordan Davis is now a top 8 in the NFL statistically in analysis. And he's averaging 26 snaps, 25 snaps.
Yeah, 22 the other night.
I mean, it's they're not using, maybe they're, now again, this might be like a Rob Thompson situation. I'm gonna question Nick Sirianni and I'm gonna question Jonathan Gannon. They seem to be using him perfectly if the guy is already a top 10 defensive tackle in football. So they're using him honestly perfectly, and I'm questioning it, which sounds a little stupid because they've got him playing at an extremely high level, but I just want to see more of him because they're exploiting him when Fletcher Cox is in the game. They're running on the Eagles defense, and we got to start to figure this out.
Yeah, and what is the reasoning? Is it because he's not picking up pass game things? I don't know. Is it because, as we talked about before, is there something there that his I don't know, physicality doesn't allow him to play 3 downs? I don't know. There's reasoning
they did
for
bring
it.
up they do not believe there's even the coach is saying there's not a conditioning issue in their minds.
Well, there shouldn't be when he's only playing 22.
Correct.
And another part of it is, and I've brought this up before, is that other coaches are doing the right thing. When they see him leave the field, they go to hurry up offense so he can't get back on the field. Therefore, they can run their little, draws or whatever it may be, and they absolutely just scorch the Eagles on those plays.
They are already, though, Pat, strategically working against Jordan Davis. They're already.
Yeah, they kind of highlighted that in the broadcast this week, where they're like he's already getting double teamed.
Yes.
In the NFL as a rookie, like we kind of expect it in the preseason games because he's going up against, second stringers, third stringers. Okay, he's getting double teamed against the starters. That's I want more too. And I don't blame you for wanting more. You should want more.
But the thing is, though, isn't it sort of like what I'm doing to Rob Thompson? Rob Thompson pushed all the right buttons and was successful, and I'm still going, man, I just don't understand the thought process. I don't understand the thought process of not giving this kid more when he's showing that he's a dominant player. He's not a good – right now, when he's in there against the run, he is a dominant force right now across the NFL. And to me, I just got to think that you give him more. Put more on his plate.
I'm with you. I want to see more. I think they're just trying to ease him in slowly. You're right. It is a little bit of what we're doing with Thompson because they're 6-0 at the end of the day, so it's hard to really nitpick what the coaching staff is doing, but yet that's what every fan base is doing, right? I mean, like that's the job of a fan is to go, look, you did really good, but let me tell you from my couch what you could do better. So, yeah, in this situation, it's probably to play Jordan Davis just a little bit more.
And I don't think anybody's complaining about it. Like the Wheeler thing.
I'm not.
You can question something without bitching and moaning about it.
Yeah, we're not standing outside of the NovaCare complex with a sign.
Right. Now, Mike in Philadelphia wants to talk about another decision that I'm going to say I did not have 20/20 hindsight on because I thought it before the inning started. Mike in Philadelphia joins us on The Fanatic. Good morning, Mike.
Hey, good morning, guys. How are you?
Good, buddy. It's a little better when they win, is it not?
Oh, my God, yeah. Well, I mean, I was shaking my head, really, because I didn't understand why Alex Bone was still out there in the bottom of the ninth inning when you had Edmundo Sosa come in the clincher against the Cardinals as a defensive replacement. You already pulled Schwarber. I mean, I just didn't get that. I mean, I'm thinking Rob Thompson, like, what are you thinking?
Was Sosa, the only thing was he potentially going to come up in the 10th? That's the only thing I could think of, and I didn't look. He was.
Yeah, so in the next inning, if he had to come up, it would have been Castellanos, Bohm, and Stott.
So that's why he was still in there, Mike.
Yeah, but, I mean, even so, you had already, at that point, if they tied the game, you had already used Sir Anthony and Alvarado. So then, I mean, the thought process is, if they go ahead and don't pull Sosa, then you got to bring Eflin in, and he's not your guy, in that situation. So, I mean, you're playing for the win.
Yeah, I get you.
Did you think of it before the ball got hit the Bone? Because I'm being honest, I didn't until Bone made that play. Then I thought, why isn't Sosa in? So I didn't even think of it beforehand either. Did you?
No, honestly, I didn't think of it. And I thought after the play, obviously, I think me and almost every other Philly fan thought the same thing. Like, why isn't he out there?
See, now I thought it the minute I saw Vierling. The minute I saw Vierling, then I said, well, where's Sosa?
Yeah, I didn't. It didn't go into my head.
To me, I'm thinking, I went back to the clincher game, and I appreciate it, Mike. Hope you have a great morning. I go back to it and just saying, okay, if you're making the changes for defense and you're really trying to secure a really tight game, that seemed like a move to make. Rob Thompson, after the game, talked about the play in the ninth inning, which almost gave the game away and opened the door for a Padres comeback.
What happened was the umpire, when Bomer fielded the ball, the umpire was moving towards the mound from his position. And Bomer didn't actually see Stott coming. He was actually throwing the ball to Segura. He was the only guy he saw at the time. So it just kind of got caught in the middle with it. I thought the ball could have been caught anyway and get an out. But that's what happened. He came up, so the umpire was kind of in the way and really didn't see Stott.
Go watch the replay. That's not what happened.
Yeah, that didn't pop into my mind.
And it didn't happen that way.
I like that he said that Stott should have caught the ball anyway.
Yes.
You know,
the umpire had nothing to do with that play happening. Nothing.
Yeah, see, another thing that the shift screws you up at.
Yes, and that's one of the things that they talked about is that screwed you up.
He had time. That was such a young play. Like
just a little panic.
It's funny. I'm downstairs at my house. Our son Bobby's upstairs watching. Huge Phillies fan. And he starts screaming and cursing like, well, you know, about the bone play. And I'm sitting down there, and the old man that I am saying, you know, that's a young guy's play. Like, he'll learn that he could have taken his time, and the first out was the most important. I understand. The ball's in your glove, double play here, game over. Yes, here we go, 1-0. The more mature Alec Boehm will realize in years to come that, okay, I just got to get the one out here. Let me get the ball right over the base. I'm not leading anybody. I'm not doing anything. I'm throwing it right to his glove on second base. You know, one of those plays, they got through it.
Yes,
something you learn from, hopefully, and move on.
There was that seemed jittery, Pat. That seemed like he was hopped up on Red Bulls or something.
I mean, he should
panicked.
have been, right? He's it's the double play to end the game. I was hopped up, so
just get the one out.
But yeah, it's I mean, I think my reaction was that's two. Oh my effing god, that's game. That's literally the game. So
I think that's what I heard from upstairs.
Yeah.
I thought that was the double play going to end the game.
It should have been a double play to end the game. It should have been. I agree. I think you rushed it. I mean, the shift does hurt you there. You know, we can all laugh about it now because they won the game, but yeah, I wasn't handling it well in the moment.
Look, I understand. I understand, and I'm not going to, and I wasn't screaming. I was more doing oh, God, don't tell me this is going to happen.
Yeah,
Don't tell me that this is going to happen.
I take such joy of other people's reaction from games. I did it when I was a beat writer. I do it when I go to games and there's thousands of people there. Instead of me having the reaction, more times I like watching and listening to others' reaction that are, I'll put this in air quotes, maybe more invested or more, emotionally involved in the game than I. And that's why it was pretty neat last night that when the Bone play happened, a 27-year-old, unbelievably rabid fan, my son, went bat bleep crazy over it. And I hear that and I take it as, okay, I hope he learned his lesson here that in further games, get the one out, take your time, relax.
Okay, is there a reason here you guys aren't sitting in the same room? Do you guys make each other nervous watching a playoff game? Is it he wants to watch it alone?
Yes.
He doesn't want to watch it with any distraction.
No, there was actually 3 different TVs on with the Phillies game last night. So he was in his room.
Wait a minute.
He was in his room. Donna was in the family room upstairs or whatever with just the Phillies on. I was downstairs in the family room with the 2 TVs because I wanted to see the Sixers and the Phillies.
This is going to sound weird, but are all the TVs synced up?
I don't think so, Pat. It doesn't sound weird at all.
Yeah, like I've had it before where I'm watching in another
the same
room with
house?
somebody else, and one of the TVs, same house. It's not streaming. It's on cable. Blah blah blah. And one of the TVs will be like 2 to 3 seconds ahead.
Yeah.
Really?
There's a famous
in the same house?
Yeah.
There's a famous story on this. So it's Selection Sunday one year. This is years ago. And St. Joe's was kind of on the bubble. Or they were getting a good seed, whatever it was.
Okay.
And Phil Martelli has the team over his house. I'm pretty sure it was Phil. So Phil's in one room with some of the guys, and there's another TV in another room with some of the guys watching. All of a sudden, you hear an eruption from the other room before Phil's room actually sees that they got the seating. Because one of the TVs was 2 or 3 seconds ahead.
The TV in here is ahead. So when the Eagles were in the Super Bowl and I was doing the in-game for the Super Bowl and Tyler was producing, Tyler yelled, "Barnett's got the ball," and they hadn't even snapped it in there. My reaction was delayed because of the TV in there was probably 5 seconds. The TV in there is about 5 seconds behind.
Now, the weird thing is that Christina can't not articulate negative thoughts watching a game.
Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. They're going to blow it, aren't they? They're going to blow it. So we literally, she was upstairs reading a book with it on. I'm downstairs because I can't have that. I can't have oh, my gosh, they could blow this. Oh, no, don't tell me that. I don't even want to hear that watching a game. I honestly just want silence.
She's up there reading the Bill James handbook and you're downstairs.
She's reading the book and then going, oh, my gosh, I'm so nervous. Oh, I can't believe they made an error.
I couldn't deal with that either.
No, I can't do it. Can't do it. It's just it's when a game is a blowout, she's fine. When a game's a nail biter, oh my gosh, it's like, honey, I can't have it. Can't have you doing the, oh my gosh, they could blow this.
It is funny how when the games matter a little bit more, playoff games, you tend to pick and choose who you're watching those games with. Whereas a random Wednesday against the Marlins and the Nationals, it doesn't really matter, fine, if they blow it. But the playoffs, it's like, look, I love you. I can't watch this game with you. You annoy me.
David Murphy, sorry, John, from the Inquirer, had a column last week, and it had a pretty good open. Watching Major League Baseball playoffs is like watching a relative try to undo a bomb.
That's so true.
It's like, you sit there on pins and needles. You're hoping for the best, but you're pretty sure it's not going to happen. And that's unlike most sports because they're so fast moving and all. Baseball, it's a different animal in the playoffs.
I enjoyed last night's game watching it and had more relaxation and more confidence than I had in any game so far in the postseason. Any one of them, including Friday. Friday afternoon, when they got out to the big lead. I just kept worrying about it because of what happened in game one. I kept worrying about the Braves coming back in that one on Friday afternoon. I felt such confidence last night.
No, I didn't. I had more confidence in the games. They were up like 9-1 and 8-3.
I relaxed.
No, me too, Bobby. I'm going to agree.
No, but I mean, the game they were up 7-1, they almost blew.
I never doubted that game.
I had confidence.
So game 3, you never blew. You never had a doubt.
No, when they jumped out to the lead,
Look, you're up 7-1. Ain't nobody hitting a 6-run homer to tie it. Last night, it sure as hell could have happened.
Last night, from the minute Schwarber hit the home run, I said they're going to win. And then in the 9th inning, I'm going, do not tell me.
Well, it also didn't.
Do not tell me that this is going to happen.
It didn't help, too, of who you had to face.
Yes.
It's like Soto comes up, Machado comes up, Bell comes up. And you're like, all right, if anybody in this lineup's going to hit one, it's going to be those guys.
All right, so we had a great night last night. A lot of you want to chime in on it and want to chat about it. You can get in at 610-632-0975. What does last night's win mean about today's game? I think all of us will have different opinions on it. We'll get to it next. It's the John Kincade Show. It is a, Victory Wednesday? Can you believe it? Here on 97.5 The Fanatic. I know that it's time you got to that home improvement project. It's time that you finally decided you were going to clean out that garage or clean out the attic, and you know you need a Bagster. The most convenient, the most affordable way to help with your cleanup. It's a great product. We got a 3-cubic-yard dumpster in a bag for you. You carry it out of Home Depot and Lowe's or your local home improvement store. In packaging, it's simple, it's not clumsy. You set it up yourself at home. And if I can set up a Bagster, I sure as hell know that you can. You clean out your garage, you clean out your attic, you do that remodeling job, and you fill up your Bagster. And by the way, there is no time limit on it. There's not a ticking clock. You buy it, you fill it, you schedule your collection, and it'll be gone. So the Bagster is working along on your schedule with you. Go to thebagster.com and find the store nearest you and get some more details. I promise you this, that Bagster is going to make it so much easier. Your time to clean it up is now. Clean it up with a Bagster. It's a dumpster in a bag.
The John Kincade Show.
Uh-oh, looks like I'm in for a bad hair day.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Hey guys, it's Andrew. Tip off the NBA season with FanDuel in partnership with Valley Forge. It's America's #1 sports book. Join today and get $150 in free bets guaranteed when you place your first $5 bet. Just sign up with promo code Fanatic to sign up, and all customers get 3 months of NBA League Pass when they make a $5 bet on the NBA. So 3 months of NBA League Pass plus the $150 guaranteed in free bets, all courtesy of FanDuel. Then you can watch all the action you bet on everything from the money line to point spreads to totals. And best of all, you get your winnings instantly. So don't miss your chance to get $150 in free bets plus 3 months of NBA League Pass with promo code Fanatic. And here's what I do. Use that $150 guaranteed bet on our squad to go all the way. Make every moment more with FanDuel, the official sportsbook partner of the NBA.
21 plus in present PA. New customers first online real money wager only. $10 deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire in 14 days. Existing customers, $5 NBA wager required. Limit 1 pass per customer across both offers. Restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hi guys, it's Andrew. Are you struggling with ED? Did you know that a major medical breakthrough is now available, and it isn't a pill? Today, Wednesday, October 19th, we're running a one-day special you won't want to miss out on. Oak Hills Medical Clinic uses the most powerful form of wave therapy. clinically shown to repair blood vessels and improve blood flow. It's backed by 60 clinical studies, including from Cambridge. If you're ready to regain that spark in the bedroom, today is your day. Call us now and you'll qualify for the assessment and ultrasound totally free. Also, a gift that can produce rapid results to intimacy in minutes. You're gonna love that, guys, trust me. And today only, we're offering 5 tune-up treatments to our patients free. This is unprecedented, worth hundreds of dollars, but call today and qualify totally free. 215-302-9999. That's 215-302-9999. Guys, put a stop to your ED and get your love life back. Call Oak Hills Medical Clinic now to qualify. This offer ends today. 215-302-9999.
Ooh, Halloween. The season for goblins, witches, and scary good fun. But Walgreens knows it's also the doorbell never stops season, and we can't run out of candy season. So let Walgreens fill your Halloween bowl fast with pickup in as little as 30 minutes and delivery in as little as 1 hour. Because if it's needed in a poof season, it's Walgreens season.
This week, all snack-sized bags of Kit Kats are $2.49 each. Offer valid through 10/22 while supplies last. Restrictions apply. See Walgreens.com for details.
By now, you know that sound. It's the sound of the Home Depot. But what about those sounds? Those are the sounds of a Samsung bespoke laundry set, washing and drying a full load in under an hour. Making this the sound of savings on top brand appliances. Final days to save up to $1,052 on the new Samsung bespoke laundry set ends October 19th at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Offer valid September 29th through October 19th. U.S. only. See store or online for details.
No House Advantage is changing the game with the most dynamic fantasy sports platform available. You can play in pick'em contests versus other people, and you get the shot at winning $250,000 plus in cash. It's so easy. You enter a contest by selecting your player props. You can pick players at will, anybody. So if you know the players, you've got the advantage. You can climb the leaderboard and win big money every day. Sign up now with promo code Fanatic at nohouseadvantage.com or download the app using promo code Fanatic to get a first deposit matchup up to $25. It's absolutely awesome. No House Advantage is only available in select U.S. states. Users must be 18 years of age or older to play. See terms of use for additional details at nohouseadvantage.com.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Starting trouble. No one likes that. We'll get you set up for some stronger starts. You might just need a fresh charge, and we'll take care of that free of charge. But if it is time for a new battery, we've got replacement batteries that'll fit your needs, starting at just $69.99. You can learn more about our battery selection at AutoZone.com. That's what makes us America's /1 battery destination.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Claim based on data from the NPD Group 2021.
Jamie's log. Progressive. The Harrington's backyard. Day 27, 3:33 a.m. 333. All those threes mean something. Or I may be losing it. Been camped in the Harrington's backyard for 27 days now, proving that Progressive has 24/7 protection. They told me every day they understand what 24/7 protection means. Think I'm finally getting through to them. 333.
Progressive doesn't just offer a great price when you bundle home and auto. We offer round-the-clock protection. Just not literally from Jamie. Coverage from Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers and subject to policy terms. Bundle discount not available in all states or situations.
There's a reason Comcast Business powers more businesses than any other provider. Actually, there's a few. Comcast Business offers the fastest, reliable network and the peace of mind that comes with Security Edge, helping to protect all your connected devices. Want me to keep going? I can. Whether your small business is starting or growing, you need Comcast Business. Technology solutions that put you ahead and give you serious savings. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Restrictions apply.
Hi, I'm Adam Flager. At Flager & Associates, we've specialized in personal injury cases for more than 30 years. When you're injured, you don't need just any attorney. You need a dedicated personal injury firm. You need to concentrate on getting well again. We handle everything else. We won't rest until we get top dollar for your case, and we treat you like part of our family. Not sure if you have a case? Call for a free case evaluation. 215-953-5200 or visit flagerlaw.com. That's FLAGERLAW.com.
Hey, Sixer fans, it's Matt Cord for the Bet Parks app, the official winning partner of your Philadelphia 76ers. The Bet Parks app is fun to use. Build around on what you want right from your phone. It's easy to sign up, great customer service, and faster to win than ever before. Download the Bet Parks app today. The Bet Parks app, the official winning partner of your Philadelphia 76ers.
See website for terms and conditions. Must be 21 and in Pennsylvania or New Jersey. Gambling problem? 1-800-GAMBLER.
Parks Casino. This is how you win. The fun never stops at Parks Casino. Starting Thursday, October 20th with Joe Conklin's comedy. Friday, October 21st, dance the night away with the sensational Soul Cruisers. And Saturday, the music continues at 360 with Split Decision. Follow Parks on social media and check out parkscasino.com for a complete list of upcoming entertainment. Parks Casino. This is how you win. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem, coordinating for gambling.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining sports talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. The John Kincade Show.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
97.5 The Fanatic, John Kincade Show. The 7 o'clock hour is brought to you by the all-new Bet Parks app. It's a sports book and casino. It's in a sleek, easy-to-use app in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. You're going to love to check it out. Download it. $750 will be refunded to you if you find a way to lose, but I think you're going to win. I think you're smart people. I think you're really, really smart. Pat, you and I both liked the under bet last night of 6.5 runs. I thought that was candy from a baby.
Yeah.
Last night in that one.
Agreed.
I mean, that was an easy one. My parlay cashed. Darvish 6, Wheeler 5, and that cashed early, which was shocking. I didn't think it was going to be that much. Connor called for it. The Schwarber home run yesterday.
Yeah, I said to you guys I was betting him until he hit one.
And there it is. You bet him every day.
Night, yeah.
$2.50 I put on that one.
How much you win?
I think I won like $4.70 or something. I don't like above what I bet. Something like that. Yeah. Well, I had, I like to keep it even.
Well, you should be on an island right now. I can't believe you.
Yeah, that $2.50. It's exciting. There's a lot of good stuff for today. And get the betting app of choice that you've got out and place a wager on today's games. I do find it's a little more fun. And all I could think in my head was, Pat, is yesterday I was going to be dreading betting Darvish 6 strikeouts. That you were talking about it. I don't like doing that because then I'm rooting for I wasn't rooting for my team to strike out. I know my team's going to strike out.
Yeah, but
I know their approach at the plate many, many times sucks.
Yeah, we always say Vegas is pretty good, right? So if it's 6.5 and he's sitting there at 6, you just don't want to be sitting there in a key. Knowing full well this is probably going to be his last inning, you don't want to be sitting there going, all right, I just need one more.
Good point.
What was going on with all the called third strikes last night?
Oh, the strike zone was terrible both ways. It was horrible.
I only think JT Realmuto is the only one who got screwed.
No, I thought Juan Soto strike out.
No. I think he did. No, I'm talking about for the Phillies. The Phillies were sitting and watching third strikes, but they're swinging at first and second strikes a lot of times.
Yeah, you're right. That strike zone was all over the place.
I thought they had a game plan. And we heard it early. I guess it was in the Braves series. I forget who was pitching, but Smoltz pointed out, he says, man, the Phillies are swinging early. They have a game plan here of swinging at first pitches and trying to get something going right away. I think last night maybe Kevin Long. Kevin Long may have said, hey, guys, let's take a look at a few. Because if you remember, in that first inning, they were 9 pitches in before they took a swing. So I think they had a game plan of look at pitches, see what Darvish has, see if you can guess right on him. And they weren't guessing right with 2 strikes at all because they were watching 96, 97 right down the middle of the plate. But I think it was part of the game plan. I really do. And I think it was a patience thing. And it was one of the topics that I sent to you guys last night. I think they had a patience game plan. And knowing that they weren't going to get 5, 6, 7 runs off of him, knowing that they're usually a first pitch swinging club in the case of Schwarber, in the case of Castellanos, but they kind of waited on that to do it. Schwarber picked the perfect time. Boom, hits at 488 feet. Took a lot of strikes right down the middle, but I think there was I could be wrong, but I think there was a game plan of patience last night.
I tell you, I get all the bragging on Thompson. I get all the bragging on individual players, like what Harper has ascended his game to and everything on a pitch. I don't get all the bragging on Kevin Long. I really don't. More games than not, I'm questioning their approach at the plate. I understand. Last night they made Darvish work early, much like the Padres made Wheeler work early. Wheeler made a great adjustment. I think Darvish made a great adjustment. Wheeler was just better last night.
Yeah, Darvish settled down.
He settled, but I don't I don't think that Kevin Long. It's like they wax poetic about him during the broadcast.
I think part of the reasons why is he's really well respected around the game. But you see the job that he's done with Bryson Stott throughout the season, with Alec Boehm. It's not necessarily
Brandon Marsh.
Yeah, their game plan. Yeah, Brandon Marsh. Even Moniak, he came into spring training. He's like, that's the easiest swing I've ever had to fix. So he's done a really good job with the younger players, rounding them into form. Because before Girardi got fired last season, Alec Boehm was a mess. And it just
he was absolutely a mess.
So it seems like guys are more comfortable with Kevin Long, and I think that's why people wax poetic.
Yeah, and Real Muto said that early in the season he was trying to do something that he didn't before. Now, is that a detriment to Kevin Long, saying he was trying to change something? Or did Kevin Long go to him and say, why are you changing? You've been a really good hitter throughout your career. Go back to it. And Real Muto admits that in June he went back to what he was, and boom, that's when he started really hitting the ball. So... there's pros and cons there. We don't know the ins and outs of exactly what Kevin Long does, but I do think there's game plans that he sets in motion. I'm not saying they work all the time or not, but I think I do see game plans set in motion by him.
I love your idea of the patience last night, and if you want to chime in and talk about last night's game, we'd love to hear from you at 610-632-0975. I do ask you this though as we start this hour. I really believe, and you know how they'll always say momentum is next day's starting pitcher. That's the old baseball line, and I truly believe that. I don't believe there's momentum in a series. I don't. But I do believe in a series that bats are squeezed a little tighter when there's pressure on you. And to me, I think every single Phillies player comes to the park today saying, not that they've already done, but they've done what they came to do. And now they get a chance to really put their foot on the throat of the Padres. I believe it's much easier to come to the park up 1-0 than down 1-0. And I think that plays even more into the dominant pitcher that Aaron Nola's been. It almost feels to me like Nola will take the mound today feeling like he's up 2-0.
Yeah, look, it's
more than it being a must-win game that every pitch means, he's got more belief.
It's a must-win game for the Padres.
Oh, it is.
I mean,
I think it is.
I think that's pretty cool when you're going up against somebody in their park, and it's a must-win game, and you're not that team that has to win. I love the position the Phillies are in. I can't imagine they don't love the position they're in. You have Nola going, who's been absolutely phenomenal lately. Your bullpen is really rounded into form and looks good. And look, I still think we don't know I still think it's closer du jour now with Rob Thompson. I think he went lefty last night because you had who did they have hitting in the ninth? Lefty in the ninth. Soto hitting in the ninth. So I think that's why he went to Alvarado. But it wouldn't surprise me if today, for some reason, if he had to go 8-9, if he went vice versa and went Alvarado and then Dominguez. You still have Robertson, who's now healthy. You bring him back probably a little bit slowly, but
you got Hand.
Yeah, you have Hand. I mean, I still think it's a great. It's not even a dilemma, but a great choice he has in that he's got closers du jour.
Do you think at any time last night, Pat, he decided that he thought about letting Sir Anthony in pitch the ninth? Or do you think he said, I got a great inning out of him, it was incredibly efficient, and I can throw him back out there tomorrow? Do you think he was, because I wonder if he was thinking about, people thought he was thinking about taking Wheeler out after 7 innings, thinking ahead to Sunday afternoon in Game 5. I wondered if he was saying Sir Anthony was so dominant. How many pitches did he have? 8, 9? Seemed like.
I think it was 11.
Okay, whatever it was. It was very dominant.
It was not very many.
Did you think about keeping him out there? Like as a fan?
Not.
You did not.
I'm never big into the putting relievers out there for more than 1 inning. I think they get jacked up to come out for that inning, and then if they have to sit there and watch at bats and then come back out, it's tough to get the adrenaline pumping again. Even though it's the playoffs, you probably should. But no, I never once thought about it. I'm big into relievers pitch 1 inning, and that's pretty much it.
John, you brought up about Pat, I'm sorry, you brought out some of the strike calls that were questionable. On the
and I think it was both ways, right?
Yes, exactly.
No one's complaining about that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and
Soto
our friend MBDBIDF talks about on that Soto ground ball that should have been an out, and they mistakenly called it a foul ball, saying it went off his foot. The next pitch, low and inside, and they called it a strike.
They called it a strike.
Like that was a makeup.
I thought that was absolutely a makeup.
No question about it. And I was waiting for Soto to mouth it because umpires don't take that. And I was really anxious to see how that would have played out. But Soto just asked. He got an explanation, turned around, walked away. But that was absolutely a makeup call.
And I mean, it was a great night for them, though. And I do believe, and Connor was like this one, I said, they win today, Connor. I said, get ready for the World Series.
Oh, no, I mean, yeah.
Get ready for the World Series. Connor's like, I don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. Connor's usually the most decisive one amongst us.
He's a baby.
With making grand proclamations.
Well, that's what led to Billy Mumphrey's downfall.
He's the king but he's the king of grand proclamations.
And his emotions on Twitter are hysterical.
Yes.
Especially if you can wait until about the 8th inning of a topsy-turvy game like last night's was and go back to the beginning of the game and look at everything that he says. His emotions are just a dynamic roller coaster.
Connor, I need a little intervention with you. You can come in here and because I do think we need to have a little intervention. Is that because there's Connor's the one. Oh, I could hit a home run off of Jamie Moyer. I could get in the box against Wheeler and make contact. He's always the most decisive one amongst us. And this morning I say to him, they win today and they're up 2-0. Get ready for the World Series. And I thought it looked like all of a sudden I saw scared little boy Connor, which I didn't. I was surprised at. With a beard. Scared little boy with a beard, Connor.
It's the NLCS, John. I mean, they're playing the second best team in the National League.
They're not.
They're playing the doppelganger of themselves. Look at who the Padres just beat, okay?
Yeah.
They beat the Mets, 100-win team. They beat the Dodgers, 100-win team that owned them. Like, listen, I know you won game 1. And if you win game 2, you're in a great spot. I'm not feeling like, oh, World Series, let's go. Let's look at game 3. Let's look at game 4.
Wow.
We're taking this game by game.
Now, you know what? You can take it game by game. I'm telling you this much.
What benefit is preparing for the World Series 2 games into a championship series?
Well, I mean,
How does that help you? It can only hurt.
Guess what? Me preparing for it. What are you talking about preparing for it? I got to watch it on TV? We have no effect on a game.
Mentally, you're making it harder on yourself.
Why?
You're saying, okay,
he's only looking out for you, John.
No, he's not.
Mentally, you're making it harder on yourself when after 2 games of a 7-game series, you go, okay, World Series, let's go. Take it game by game.
I got to say, I lean towards Connor. And you know
Even
I do, John.
You believe they're going to win.
You know me better than everybody else here. You know that I'm not going to look too much into the future. You do that. That's
too much. Too.
Yeah, but that's what you do. I lean towards Connor. Okay, last night was great, and today you're in an awfully good position where you don't really have to sweat it out, win or lose, whatever it may be. But yeah, you can't make that leapfrog into let's look for the World Series.
All right, now here's what I'm going to say to you is the two of you can't. I certainly can. Pat, can you join me?
No, I'm not joining you.
Yeah, you're on a boat all yourself here.
Until they're up 3 games to whatever, I'm not confident. Not okay. That's not the right word.
Yeah.
I'm confident. I'm not making grand proclamations like series is done until they have that 3rd game and they're looking to clinch. When they're looking to clinch, I mean, I'm like peacocking around here, feeling great, pants are off. But you win 1 game and you're looking to take the 2nd one and you go up 2-0. And I understand everything you're saying makes sense.
Right.
They're coming home. They feel that vibe from the crowd. I'm not saying that's it, series over. Now, percentage-wise, I'm probably at like 75%.
Yeah, I mean, if you just go on the numbers, if the Phillies win the first 2 games on the road, it's more than 9 out of 10 times the team wins the series. I'm not going to sit there and go, ooh.
It's still.
But here's what I worry about. Okay, but don't miss what's happening now because you're looking to.
Oh no! I'll enjoy every pitch.
Yeah. Okay. Well, stay in the moment. I sent you a text the other day.
Right.
You sent us something out, and I said, "Stay in the moment, Johnny."
You did.
And I do worry that sometimes don't miss the moment. And don't miss the joy of the moment because you're looking too far ahead.
I enjoyed every bit of that moment.
Yeah, and if they're up 2-0, I won't be sitting there scared like, oh, they could lose it. I'll be mentally, okay, they should be going to the World Series, but it's not over. And we're going to take a game at a time until they get there.
That's right. That's Bryce Harper's approach right there. Huh?
You remind me a lot of Bryce Harper.
We got more to do.
Yeah, really.
Okay. No, you know what concerns me though is the rotation of the Padres compared to the back end of the rotation of the Phillies.
Okay.
I have confidence in Ranger Suarez, but
advantage Padres.
Oh, advantage Padres. Game 3 is advantage
Padres. That's what I'm saying. Like that's why I can't just make a grand proclamation of series is over because I do think they have a better 3, 4, and 5 starter.
Now you think they're going to let's say the series is 2-1 and they're on the road. Then they got to go back to Darvish on short rest, right?
I don't think so. Oh, you said 3-1?
No, it's 2-1 Phillies.
If it's 2-1,
and it's in Philly.
I don't think they go back to Darvish.
You don't think they go back to Darvish?
Well, look at who you might be going against.
3-1, yeah.
You might be going against Syndergaard or Falter. Like, I don't know if I have to feel that I need to do that.
Hey, find out why the reimagined Empire State Building Observatory was voted America's #1 attraction by travelers on TripAdvisor. Get your tickets at empirestatebuilding.com/radio. It's open daily and reservations are required. All right, now you don't want to keep my feet in today. But, Bob, here's another one. I got a bold prediction on the Eagles after their 6-0 start.
Warning, this is a hot take alert.
What is that? Now, you and your daughter like to go Christmas shopping on Christmas Eve, correct?
Yeah, it's a tradition.
Pat,
we finish up on Christmas.
Pat, are you a Christmas Eve shopper?
Not a Christmas Eve shopper, but I'm probably 2 weeks before Christmas.
Okay,
so,
yeah.
Crap, I forgot about this.
Coach, Christmas Eve, you're not in a store on Christmas Eve, right?
No, I'm not in a store hardly ever. Most of it's online.
So you'll do your online shopping. Well, here's your bold prediction for you, and set it in cement. The Christmas Eve game against Cowboys isn't going to matter at all. I looked at it it trended in Dallas for over 24 hours on social media. Christmas Eve. After the Eagles beatdown, that hashtag Christmas Eve trended for more than 28 hours in Dallas on social media. They really believe. I mean, they absolutely believe that they're in a position to, well, we're going to get them back on Christmas Eve. Here's the bad part for you, if you're a Dallas fan. Christmas Eve's not going to matter. It doesn't matter at all. I watched the short game yesterday of Green Bay. They're terrible. I mean, they may play better by the time December comes around, but you're already 3 losses up on them, and they're going to lose 1 or 2 more. As far as that. So you're not going to be sitting on Christmas Eve going, well, Green Bay can jump us. This can happen. I'm looking at the other teams. Tampa Bay. Did you hear the nonsense out of Tom Brady yesterday?
No.
Oh yeah.
Just say yes.
He feels like being in the NFL is like being on deployment with the military.
That's not even close to being. I've never been in either, but no.
He's lost his mind.
Sure, no.
I think he's having a break of some sort. Because he's literally lost his mind.
If he just called Michelle Ferrari, licensed in New Jersey and Pennsylvania, this wouldn't be an issue.
He can't balance his personal life and professional life at the same time. It's too much pressure. And that's funny, because from a documented piece in People magazine, do you realize he has 4 full-time staff in Tampa? He's got 4 full-time staff. I think of Bob running. Oh, I got to get my daughter to an appointment. I got to pick up my son here. I got to go to a doctor's appointment myself. I got to do the shopping for the house. Donna's doing this. Christina's doing that. You have a full-time staff. You have 4 people at your full-time disposal, and Tom Brady can't handle his life and admits it. I'm telling you, they're lost. They're lost. The Eagles are in such a position in the NFC.
8.
And Christmas Eve is not going to matter. The #1 seed will already be locked up.
8.
8?
It's 8 weeks away.
It is.
There's a hell of a lot of things that can happen there.
That's why it's a bold.
That's why it's bold. That's why it's not
Good
soft.
point. I almost texted you what I texted you on Sunday just now, but I couldn't find the text that said, live in the moment, John.
Oh, it is the moment. And the moment is this. By doing just a little bit of investigation, the NFC has been, it may be better in December, but it ain't getting better fast. And the Eagles should cruise to the NFC title as far as #1 seed. Then you got to win when it counts. And I'm not saying they're going to win when it counts. I'm not saying Dallas couldn't come in here and kick their ass in January. But the #1 seed, It's right. It'll be done before Thanksgiving. The week before, it'll be finished.
Well, last time they clinched the division before Thanksgiving, I believe they went to the Super Bowl.
Well, that'd be cool. Well, this would be before Christmas.
Super Bowls are fun.
Super Bowls are fun. Yeah,
that's good. Is that a bold prediction on your part?
Not a bold prediction. I think a lot of people agree with that one.
Super Bowls are fun.
It does take it takes a brave man to say what no one else is thinking. Super Bowls are fun.
Yeah, that is. And Christmas Eve will not matter. So if you've got plans for Christmas Eve, so Bob, when you're shopping, so let's just say your daughter says, Dad, there's one more thing we can grab for Mom. She wanted this, and you're like, well, wait a minute, game time's in 25 minutes. I got it on the DVR. Go get the gift for Donna.
Yeah, in all honesty, the shopping on Christmas Eve this year might take a little bit of a hit.
Oh, what do you mean?
Wow. Well, because we have a tradition that we always go to my brother-in-law's on Christmas Eve. You know, the seafood. It's not the Seven Fishes, but it's seafood,
right,
whatever,
right.
blah, blah, blah. They moved. They no longer live 15 minutes away. They moved down the shore.
What the hell?
So it's an hour-plus drive. So
no.
It just might be that Jen and I will be out on December 23rd this year.
So you're going to
spend
my birthday shopping. Like
Yes.
Friday after, it's a Friday. So the Friday after the show, you may just say, hey, Jenna, get in the car. I'm not even stopping. Just run and get in the car. We got shopping to do. It's okay.
Yeah, there might be some change going on this year, and I'm not really big on change, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
They moved down the shore.
Yeah.
Their first Christmas at the shore.
Yeah, so Christmas Eve will be down there. So
I think Christmas at the shore, though, would sort of be pretty cool, as long as you're in your own place.
I'm anxious to see what a winter looks like down there. Now, they're building a house right on the bay. I'm anxious to be down there in the wintertime and see what it looks like.
Congratulations on their success.
But Pat's looking at you like, you don't want to be there.
Oh, no.
No, I Christmas Eve, I sort of want to be in my own house.
Well,
but
we'll be back in our own house.
You'll be back.
And we
at
have
that time.
Christmas dinner at our house.
But don't worry about it. The game's not going to matter that much.
I'm just focused on the bye week right now in the Phillies. I don't look that far ahead, John.
There we go.
That's why I should do my shopping on Christmas Eve, because I know the next day is when the presents need to be given. Unlike packing and wrapping and putting them in a closet.
The analysis is running knee deep here.
You guys can't be any more different.
I mean, seriously.
It is like you're done Christmas shopping, John, in like August, and Bob's over here, Mr. Live in the Moment, lives in the moment so much he's out there at Christmas Eve shopping.
But, Pat, I'm going to actually stop badgering Monsignor Citino to move up Christmas Eve Mass now.
Wow.
That's how confident I am?
Sure, he's really happy about that.
I think he'll just be glad to not have to talk to me before Mass.
Do you think guys are more like John, where they're better prepared than I and they look into the future more than I? Or do you think guys are more like me, where they're more day-to-day? I wonder.
It depends. It depends on the person.
No, I know. I'm just wondering what you think.
I think guys are more like Bob.
I think more would be, I think 60-40 to 65-35 more you.
Huh.
But I think that's a lot of times because the guys aren't doing the shopping. So when they have to do the shopping.
I'm not just talking about shopping. I'm just talking about, like, are guys more day-to-day or are guys better than that? Because I hate that I am day-to-day. I'd rather be more like John, where I can plan things out and I'm ready for things.
Weird thing is I wish I was wired a little more like you.
Yeah, I guess everybody else.
But
grass is always greener, right?
It's how you're wired. So, hey, you know what we're wired for? 4:35 this afternoon. Game 2 versus the Padres. You want to celebrate with us the Game 1 victory and look ahead? 610-632-0975. It's the John Kincade Show. It's a beautiful morning. You got a chance to win $1,000 at the top of the next hour here on 97.5 The Fanatic. My friends at H&H Heating and Air Conditioning, boy, do they take great care of you. DelcoHVAC.com. They have a $59 furnace checkup right now that includes a safety check that's going to make sure that your home doesn't have a carbon monoxide issue. I can promise you this. My friends at DelcoHVAC.com, H&H Heating and Air Conditioning, the Hoke brothers, have been doing it since Rolly Massimino won a national title in 1985. These guys understand their community. And by the way, Delco HVAC is where you find them. But if you're in Chester County, if you're in Montgomery County, if you're even over the bridge in Delaware, even over bridge in Jersey, or you're in Delaware, you can get Delco HVAC to come to your home. They're great. And for $59, they give you a furnace checkup. Now, should you need a new furnace, you can get rebates up to $1,500 or 0% financing on a new system. They're going to take great care of you. You need a dependable HVAC, representative to be able to deal with you when you're in an emergency. Coach had one of these emergencies during the summer. H&H takes great care of you. H&H Heating and Air Conditioning. Get to know the Hoke brothers. They're the best. DelcoHVAC.com. Get the $59 furnace checkup now. And tell them that John Kincade from The Fanatic was the one that pointed you in their direction.
The John Kincade Show.
He's a very strange young man.
He's an idiot. Comes from upbringing.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
Hey guys, it's Andrew. Start NFL Week 7 off with a no-sweat same-game parlay from FanDuel in partnership with Valley Forge. Whether you're new to FanDuel or not, you get free bets back if your Thursday night same-game parlay doesn't hit. Same-game parlays combine bets for a chance at a bigger payout. This one could actually be pretty fun because the last couple have been ugly. Kyler Murray and the Cards versus Alvin Kamara and the Saints. You can go with Murray over in passing yards, Murray and over rushing yards, Kamara in anytime touchdown score, James Conner in anytime touchdown score. All kinds of options for you to choose from. Build yours or choose from one of the popular pre-built SGPs. However you want to play, bet the NFL on Thursday night with a no-sweat same-game parlay. Bet the NFL on Thursday night. No-sweat same-game parlay. Just sign up with promo code Fanatic. So whether you're new to FanDuel or a current user, you're all set. Just download the app with promo code Fanatic and make every moment more with FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL.
21 plus in present PA. 3+ legs. Minimum $1 required. Refund issued as non-withdrawable. Free bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Max free bet $5. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hi guys, it's Andrew. Are you struggling with ED? Did you know that a major medical breakthrough is now available and it isn't a pill? Today, Wednesday, October 19th, we're running a one-day special you won't want to miss out on. Oak Hills Medical Clinic uses the most powerful form of wave therapy, clinically shown to repair blood vessels and improve blood flow. It's backed by 60 clinical studies, including from Cambridge. If you're ready to regain that spark in the bedroom, today is your day. Call us now and you'll qualify for the assessment and ultrasound totally free. Also, a gift that can produce rapid results to intimacy in minutes. You're gonna love that, guys, trust me. And today only, we're offering 5 tune-up treatments to our patients free. This is unprecedented, worth hundreds of dollars, but call today and qualify totally free. 215-302-9999. That's 215-302-9999. Guys, put a stop to your ED and get your love life back. Call Oak Hills Medical Clinic now to qualify. This offer ends today. 215-302-9999.
Finding the right Medicare plan? Oof, no easy feat. Kind of like those dances my granddaughter loves making me do. But then I found Walgreens FindRx coverage. Lets you compare plans online, over the phone, or in person. Made Medicare shopping so easy. Plus, I found plans with low-cost copays. I can get down with that. When you need to talk Medicare, Walgreens is here. Start shopping today at walgreens.com/Medicare.
Hey, it's Cuz. Are you getting ready for a home improvement cleanup? The garage, the bathroom, big move? Let me tell you about the perfect solution, the Bagster. The Bagster, by far the most convenient, affordable way to help with your cleanup. The Bagster isn't just a great product. It's a 3 cubic yard dumpster in a bag sold at Home Depot, Lowe's, local home improvement stores everywhere, and for only $29.99. Holds 3,300 pounds of waste. Buy it, fill it, schedule your collection. Poof, it's gone. Clean it up with the Bagster dumpster. In the back.
Think you know Amazon? Think again. Did you know you can get a seasonal warehouse job offer today? You don't even need to interview. That means you can make extra cash before the holidays. You can even pick your own payday. And seasonal jobs can lead to full-time, regular employment. You'll be amazed by what you can get as an Amazon warehouse associate. To learn more about all the benefits of working a seasonal job at Amazon, go to amazon.com/hourly. Amazon is proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
Trying to buy things right now is crazy. It's unavailable or it costs double. At New Look, we make getting a new roof easy. A same-day estimate, detailed measure report, 3D design of your home, plus line-by-line pricing so you know exactly what you're paying for. And most roofs can be installed within a week. Right now, save 50% on all roofing materials, plus qualify for interest-free financing. Call 800-279-5300. NewLookHomeDesign.com. It's roofing made easy.
Hey guys, Bob Cooney here. Plan your game days at Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia, the ultimate game day watch party headquarters, presented by Bud Light. Catch all the action at Sports and Social or Center Bar with giveaways, contests, and special alumni appearances. Sip on specialty cocktails at the Prime Rib. Try Philly favorites with a twist at Luck Fu, like cheesesteak egg rolls or the Philly Roll. Plus, Enjoy $5 Bud Lights every game. Game days at Live, presented by Bud Light. To learn more, visit livecasinophilly.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Auto Lenders is absolutely transparent about absolutely everything, like the fact that we know everybody hates commercials. So thanks for letting us interrupt your sports talk to talk about how incredibly good our cars are because we never get them from auctions. And for thinking about how awesome your sports radio will sound in the car you're about to get. We can talk more about it when you visit our new location in Fairless Hills. Visit autolenders.com.
Hey, to become the next generation of innovators, entrepreneurs, and creators, we're gonna need some things.
Like a high-speed internet connection that can turn my ideas into reality.
Like the skills to become the world's most powerful coder.
Like the tools to start my sustainable shoe business.
You just heard some of the millions of students Comcast is supporting through Project Up, our comprehensive initiative and $1 billion commitment to open doors for the next generation so they can build a future of unlimited possibilities. Learn more at comcast.com/projectup.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. No title? No problem. Call 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go online at carsforkids.org to donate today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
Whether you were a day one listener or have just joined the party, we're glad to have you here. It's the John Kincade Show. It's continuing now
on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
I've already put some wagers in today on the BetParks Casino and Sportsbook app. You're entitled to also. They've opened it for everybody. Odds, slots, bets, games, all coming together in perfect harmony right in your pocket. You can download it now at betparks.com. That's betparks.com. Pat, I purposely today did it differently than yesterday, so it wouldn't I wouldn't feel the same sort of dirtiness of needing Darvish and Wheeler to both have a ton of strikeouts. So I went with Nola as one bet and Snell as another bet today.
What was the Snell bet?
I upped it to 7 strikeouts.
Oh, so you're still sitting there betting Snell.
Because I think I've seen this lineup. Man. I've seen their approach at the plate. They're going to strike out.
It's dirty money.
Okay. Nola
it's blood money.
Nola needs 6. That's stealing candy from a baby.
That's fine. You should get that.
Yeah, because I think he's going to last. I don't think Snell's lasting much today.
You don't think Snell's lasting?
I don't think he gets past. I don't think he goes into the 6th.
Okay.
I would love that.
Dip
into that bullpen.
Do you believe that there's anything to the discussion point of Bryce Harper versus Snell? No.
I personally don't.
Because there are people saying it. Because Snell hit Harper, there's going to be some extra motivation on Harper's part. There's going to be a little hesitation on Snell's part. Snell wasn't trying to hurt Harper.
No, I mean, he apologized.
Yes.
In the moment, and Harper was pissed, and then he went, as he was walking back, he said, I know, it wasn't intentional. So there's not like bad blood there.
I read a story today. They've faced each other since they were 10, 11 years old.
Correct.
And and they're both going about it like, look, it's a game. I didn't mean to hit him. Harper's not pissed that he hit him. It happened. It's gone. I got to tell you, if I'm Snell, not trying to hit anybody, to get some kind of advantage, I'm throwing an inside pitch, his first at bat.
And I wonder, is that the way he goes? And when you've hit somebody and you've injured somebody like that, do you believe a professional athlete feels any level of guilt or anxiety like, I don't want to do that again? Because it looked like he took a lot of grief for that.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why. I mean, it wasn't like he was gunning for him or anything like that.
Let's say Snell had 20 starts after that. okay, after hitting Harper. So that means he probably threw somewhere around, I don't know, 20 times 8, 1,600 pitches after he hit Bryce Harper. I think he's pretty much over it. It's a fleeting thought.
Even though he hasn't faced him again.
Yeah, you look, Bryce Harper's had hundreds upon hundreds of at-bats and swings after that, even though he was out 2 months. Snell has thrown many, many pitches where he didn't hit guys and break their thumb. It's a fleeting thought, but that's it. To those two, I believe. That's what I believe.
You know, though, that if Harper takes him deep, it'll be like, oh, the revenge.
Oh, of course, the story's there.
Yeah, the story. Yeah, right. The story's there. I don't think there's much substance behind it, though.
Well, that doesn't. And honestly, what we've seen in the postseason, that really doesn't matter to people.
Oh, no. No, you don't let the facts get in the way of a good storyline.
Well, if they play it up, meaning Snell and Harper, say Harper gets him or say Snell gets the better of him, if they come out, it's a side note, but if they come out and play it up more, well, then, yeah, then it becomes a secondary story.
I believe the broadcast is going to immediately be showing it.
Oh, God, it'll be the first. When Harper comes up to bat, it'll be the first thing they show.
It might even be before the game they might show it.
They probably will, yeah. They'll probably... let's take you back to whenever it was.
It was June.
This is what happened. And actually, the Phillies ended up winning that game and going on a tear.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, it'll absolutely be brought up. Did you guys see real quick who was at the game last night?
Yeah, Bill Walton.
No, not him and PG.
Mayor Schulmeister?
No, but she
was at the game. She sent me pictures.
She
yes.
did DM me. And
did you? Because she sent me a text. It's
explain
the girl
to people. Yeah, explain to people. Who
I'm
that
sorry.
is.
So she used to be one of our salespeople here. Fun person, great.
She's great.
Great girl. This
is how great she was. She hasn't worked here in like 3 years, and we still talk about her.
Yeah, she sent me a text last night.
She's a Phillies fan, though.
Yeah.
She sent me a text last night saying, "Hey, heard you guys talked about me on the air today. Appreciate it. I'm going to the game." She goes, "But Egan threw me under the bus."
Why?
How?
I guess, did you say something that she probably wouldn't be making many meetings today or something?
Yeah.
You did say something like that.
I said she won't be really dialed in on those meetings.
But I think she put us all in a text and said, here I am representing. She had a Phillies hat on among a bunch of Padres.
I didn't see a bunch of, it was weird last night. I didn't see a bunch of crowd shots.
Yeah.
Fans, they weren't really, doing the,
until the 9th. But think about it. If you're Fox, you're probably not going to show the crowd being despondent. And that's kind of what they were.
I guess that's the truth. Yeah, that's the truth. I mean, what's the use in that?
But no, it wasn't Mayor that was talking about. It was Mickey Moniak.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
He came down to support his former teammates, which I thought was pretty cool.
Wow.
I'm not saying this is like a Mickey Moniak.
I had thought the Mickey Moniak thing was Saturday afternoon. That he was at the game the other day in Philly.
No,
he was there last night.
He was.
I mean, it makes sense. He's from California,
right? Sure.
So we saw this. Last year, the year before with Juan Soto, he went and watched Corey Seager.
Didn't he go in his jersey?
Corey Seager. He watched Trey Turner, in his jersey.
Which is sort of
behind. Yeah, it was kind of
sort of weird.
It was weird, but I liked it.
A weird flex.
Cool.
Moniak gets a ring if the Phillies win the World Series.
He does.
Yeah.
He does get a ring.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is correct.
See, that's I don't even want to talk about that.
It's a big part of the spring training group.
Yeah, big part of that. I like it. I like good feelings though between guys, but I mean, if you look at it, look at what Marsh just gives you such a confidence. Every time the ball goes in the air to center field, I'm confident that it's going to be caught.
Agreed.
Things are going to be okay.
I thought he was horrible last night.
You mean at the plate?
The plate, he was terrible.
Oh, he was terrible.
The approach was horrible. It seemed like everybody was kind of dialed into taking pitches and making Yu Darvish work.
No. He wasn't. No.
Swing at the first pitch or strike out. But hey, it's the 9-hole hitter. It's fine. It happens. They won.
I'll tell you what, one thing that we haven't even mentioned, I thought might have been a little overlooked last night, was the Castellanos catch in right center field.
It was really good. But he caught it like
he caught it like he was unsure.
What's that? He did not look comfortable.
No, he caught it like he was unsure, and I started deep thinking, which I do too much. I wonder how confident he is in himself playing baseball at all right now. Last night, we saw him bailing on pitches again. Even the one out that he made, he kind of reached and one-handed it. He's stepping in it's like a little kid. When we all coached little kids when they played Little League and stuff, how their first step would be away from the ball because they were afraid of getting hit. He looks like he's trying to pull everything so much that low and outside pitches, he's not even coming close to.
He bailed Darvish out, too.
He did, yeah. The two guys.
And he went up there with Darvish and was just swinging like.
Well, he was doing what Bob and I actually said aloud to nobody but the cat.
What did the cat say to you when you said it?
Cat Burrell? Cat Burrell did not say a damn thing.
Oh, okay.
But I was like, Bob's right. It's first pitch swing, second pitch foul off or take, and now you're
Take
in
a ball.
2 hole.
It's 1 and 2 to him every at bat almost.
And Cat Burrell didn't respond to any of that analysis?
No, because, I mean, Cat Burrell, with the namesake, she knows about, taking pitches and not being real
She
efficient
knows
at the
about
plate at
that
times.
world.
Yeah. But, look, I mean, I think what helps Castellanos, honestly, is the fact the other big bats are coming through.
Yeah.
So the pressure is kind of off of them when you're getting home runs like the one we got from Schwarber last night. Bryce Harper playing the way it is. JT's playing pretty well, so it allows Castellanos to kind of work his way out of it, that when you do end up getting production from him, it's a pleasant surprise, which is horrible to say for a $20 million guy, but he's not. It's not like Hunter Pence when in 2012 when it was like he was the guy and all the pressure was on him.
He's been off my radar, though, Castellanos, for whatever reason. And I don't know why, because they haven't been that productive at the plate. In some of the games, those 2 games in Philly, they put up a ton of runs.
Because I think because everybody else is kind of getting it done.
And he had that great game in Game 1 against the Braves, the 3-hit game, so it sort of took him off the crap list, if you would, where I'm like, okay, in a big game they needed to win, he came through with 3 hits.
Well, that's the thing. Like, sorry to cut you off there, Bobby. No. But you look at Hoskins. Hoskins has been terrible this postseason.
He's been.
But
terrible.
he had the mammoth home run.
He had a moment
that it's like, all right, hey, we'll deal with it, right? And Castellanos, as you said, had Game 1 against the Braves where he was a catalyst with his team and a massive reason of why they won. It's like they're getting the timely hits, and the fact that they've only lost twice?
Yeah,
once.
No,
whatever
once.
it is, once. One game. That helps. You're not really looking for scapegoats when they're winning baseball games.
Yeah,
they're 6-1.
Yeah, it's crazy.
In the postseason.
I literally had a moment of, what are you doing? What exactly do you do for this team now? He's not a great fielder, as we all know.
Yes.
He looks absolutely lost at the plate. And Pat and John, you bring up a good point about that game against the Braves. I thought I thought that was going to break him out.
So did I.
And not to the point that he was going to be, a 350 hitter for the rest of the postseason or anything, but at least he would be in there swinging normal swings. I thought, okay, he's broken out of that swinging at that low and away slider that's gotten him numerous times this whole season, but he went right back to it. He was going with the pitches against Atlanta when he was getting those hits. The outside pitches he was leaning into and taking them to right field. And now he's pulling off of them again, and it's maddening. And you talk about Long, they
talk
Kevin
about
Long
they
going
talk
to
about
correct
Long
it?
like he's Mr. freaking Miyagi.
Well, that
on the
seems
broadcast,
to be kind of easily correctable.
Yeah, I don't see it that way. I mean, I love the work that he's done with Stott, and I love the work that he's done with Bohm, because there were people ready to give up on him, but. That was pretty awesome, though. I'm looking at this under Rob Thompson. They obviously have had an 8-game winning streak when he was hired. Say an 8-game streak there where you were like, wow, that's a really, really nice streak there. They had another streak where they were 6-1 right after the 8-game winning streak. So they had another chance to go 6-1 like that. Right off the bat. So he had an 8-0 streak, and he had a 6-out-of-7 streak. So this streak they're on right now, not common for this team, but something that they have done under Thompson. They won 6 out of 7 again in July. They won 6 out of 7 again in August. They won 6 out of 7 again in late August. They won 6 out of 7 again in September. So honestly, the streak that they've been on is not outlandish. What they've done, it seems like they're on a real roll now. They've done this 5 times under Rob Thompson.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and they've sprinkled in some crap too, like a series sweep against the Cubs and different things like that, losing 6 out of 7. But in the playoffs, things get hyped. And whether negative or positive, right now the positive's getting hyped for this team. And if they can stay on this type of a roll, you don't know where it could end.
Let's find out what Pat's got up his sleeve. He always has something in Pat's takes.
With or without, either way, it's time for Pat's takes.
Here's Pat.
Hi guys, it's me. Yeah, it's Pat.
Here's
Pat's takes. It would be kind of funny if it was like Pat's Takes. Here's Connor.
Here's Connor with Pat's Takes.
Maybe in the future. If you've ever seen the movie The Shawshank Redemption, well, you know it works.
It hits a little close to home right now.
Yeah,
it does.
If you've ever seen the movie The Shawshank Redemption, you might be amazed at the job that Andy Dufresne did, not just to get out of prison, but to set up an entire life for himself on the outside. All of this, by the way, from a prison cell. But that doesn't really compare to what Arthur Cofield did from a maximum security prison cell.
What do you say, Artie?
So Artie was bored and decided to become a millionaire. But just like Andy Dufresne, he was laughed at. Cofield was not deterred, though. He was able to procure a cell phone from the outside. And along with some help, he also got a utility bill of entertainment mogul Sidney Kimmel. He then called up Kimmel's bank and pretended to be him, opening up a new checking account and stealing $11 million.
What?
But he wasn't spending the money unwisely. You know, he didn't go buy, a bunch of Pokemon cards or something like that as a, quote, investment or a bunch of, Dogecoin. He did head to the commissary. He didn't head to the commissary, buy a bunch of ramen and Swiss Miss. Instead, he bought $10 million worth of gold bars and then hired a security team to transfer them to his outside helper. He then needed a place to put all that gold, so what are you going to do? You're not going to get a storage unit after all. He tried to buy a modest $4 million home. That's when the federal authorities said, hold on. Is this the guy
in $4 million home?
Yeah, it was a modest $4 million home.
Yeah, I mean, there are extravagant $4 million homes, and there's modest ones.
Okay,
it wasn't like the house that Bob's brother-in-law is building on the bay down the shore.
Yeah, it's a little bit different.
But when you're the guy in cell block C, it's going to raise some flags. Cofield was indeed incarcerated, but was planning on using the mansion as a summer home. And when he was asked why he did what he did, he said, May is one damn fine month to be stealing millions from yourself. So there is some motivation for everybody out there. If he can become a millionaire from a federal prison, then what's stopping you? Other than, federal prosecutors.
Other than wanting to go to prison?
Of course.
Yeah, that always stops me.
I don't know. Trading prison to be a millionaire?
No. Bob Doc worked in a prison once, and he said to me, John, don't ever end up in prison.
Oh,
you wouldn't.
You would not handle it well.
No,
he said you will be exactly.
You would be traded for Sports Illustrated and 3 cigs, my man.
Correct.
All right, we're heading on over to the Italian Soccer League Series B.
Series B, what's that mean? They're not as good.
Yeah, they're not as good. They would definitely lose to the Union, and we'll have head coach Jim Curtin on it.
It's like travel teams. You have the A team and the B team.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Bari, though, is currently at the top of the table. But not all the credit goes to the players. Some has to go to the fans. One in particular. Her name is Coyote Cute, and she's a popular OnlyFans model.
Coyote Cute.
Coyote Cute. Of course, hop on her OnlyFans, give her some cash. She just loves her local team. She loves it so much that she uses her assets, keyword on ass, to get a true home field advantage. So what she does is she strips down to a thong during the game. It's obviously working as the team is flourishing. As her perineum tanned, it's distracting the other team or helping motivating the players for her Bari squad. She was actually investigated by the police for this, who wanted to get a closer look but didn't want to spend the 20 euros a month. She must have cleared, though, because she was at the most recent Bari game and she was joined by a friend. If you're into Cougars, you'll be into Coyote Cute's partner because it was Adriana, a 79-year-old fan who was celebrating a birthday. And her birthday wish was to strip down with Coyote Cute.
What?
At a penalty shot, they bared it all. And ultimately, Bari came out on top. So if you're a local smoke show who's looking to up her OnlyFans following and your grandmother is looking for your next ex-grandpa, well, then just buy some tickets to the NLCS on Friday and you know what else to do.
Wow.
Phillies need your help.
That is a little bit rough. Soccer's strange. And Europeans as a whole are sort of strange.
They get very into the sport. They get very into it.
But they do odd crap.
Well,
they burn down their cities.
Yeah, I'm sure we can ask Jim
hit
at
each other with
9:30
box.
if there's a similar fan, a Union fan that does this. We don't know.
No, the Union hardly has any.
There might be.
I just saw a thing where
His name is Coach.
The Union has very little problems with fan behavior.
Oh God, no!
By the way,
Philadelphia,
awesome. Philadelphia as a whole. Last weekend.
Well, you know what helps that? The fact that Jim Curtin and his squad are the best team in the East and rolling.
That doesn't hurt, right?
It's hard to get mad when the team's kicking ass. All right, today in history, 1936, the Berlin Olympic Committee approved a little sport known as basketball for the Olympic Games.
Wow.
Yeah, 1966, a guy named Bobby Orr made his debut in the NHL. I think that worked out. And then in 2008, The Rays beat the Red Sox in Game 7 to advance to the World Series, where they got that ass beat, boys.
They did.
That's right.
What do you, Bob, we didn't talk about it much today, but the Sixers opener last night. And Joel Embiid's already into bitter beer face. He just didn't look, I don't know.
Yeah, you guys know how nitpicky I am when it comes to Joel Embiid. He just seems to make things tougher on himself than need be. And I think there's a lot of times, look, he's got a great little jump shot. Catch, shoot, 15-footer when you're open, great. I never want to see him passing or dribbling the ball more than 3 times. I never want to see that. I would love to tell him that. When he gets the ball down low, I'd love to see more of a power game. It's funny, I was talking to a friend of mine this morning. Jump at the rim and attack the rim as opposed to jumping into your opponent to attack them. He doesn't jump vertically. He jumps horizontally. And it's a weird thing. Like in the big man camps that I've seen and been a part of, whatever, you're always taught to go attack the rim, attack the basket. He attacks the defender, looking for fouls, as opposed to attacking the rim.
And when you attack the rim,
when the foul happens, it's there.
Right? Doesn't it draw the defender? When you're attacking the rim, it draws the defender to the rim. So it accomplishes the same thing, right?
Yeah, and Joel Embiid is 7 feet 2 inches tall, who plays a big man's game like he's 6'8". And in that, I mean, if you watch him near the basket and he goes up for, I don't know, a layup or goes to, try to score around the basket, at 7'2", his release point should be at least at the rim, if not over the rim, going through the rim. His isn't. His is like a 6'8" guy where he has the ball on his shoulder and he's leaning into guys and he's got like 3 feet to go to the basket. He doesn't. It just surprises me through all these years that he's never learned a power game.
Man, I'm trying to get down there.
Everything is finesse. I mean, when was the last time you saw him go through somebody, all that? Nitpicky? Yes, it is. But I think the game would be easier if the finesse game he did, get rid of the trying to beat guys off the dribble, 6 more turnovers last night, little jump shots, and power game. I just think it would be that much easier.
Think about who he's learned the game from, though. I mean, he's on record as saying, like, he basically watched YouTube videos of guys at the Y.
Correct.
Guys at the Y aren't playing a power game. You know what I mean? They're out there just jacking up threes.
You're
So
absolutely right.
The thing is, he's learned it, but he doesn't put it into practice.
You think he's learned the power game? Because I don't.
Yeah, I think he doesn't prefer it. He doesn't want to do it.
Well, no,
I don't think he's learned it.
Oh, you don't think he's learned it?
I don't. I don't think so at all.
I guess the only way you're learning it is by doing it.
Like, I watch him, and God, I love his talent. He's wonderfully gifted and all of that. I say this all the time. I need it to tighten up. And the way it tightens up is stop all the dribbling, stop trying to be a guard, jump shots, power game. I think his body would take less of a toll. He was on the floor. He was on the floor double-digit times last night. That shouldn't be happening.
Jason,
tighten it up.
Jason from Newtown Square has a thought. Jason, good morning. You're on the Fanatic.
Hey guys, how you doing? Good morning.
Good, buddy.
Yeah, I just wanted to piggyback on what you guys are talking about with Embiid. I've been screaming about it for 5 years. We've seen this episode, and unless this man starts to play on the post like a big man, we're going to get bounced in the first round of the playoffs. The East is absolutely stacked, and he's always on the floor. It's 5 years in a row. I mean, talking about wasted talent, we're wasting one of the best big man talents.
Or is wait a minute? Why are you putting the blame on them? What about him? Doesn't he get the blame? You're saying like they're wasting one of the best big man talents ever. Isn't it him that's wasting it? If you believe that.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, just the simple fact you watched the last year's playoffs, and the team could not physically get the ball into the post to him. We turned the ball.
Hey, Jace. I think Jason. No. We got Jason.
Oh, sorry.
Jason, Bob. What do you want to give to Jason?
Chase, I don't know what you're doing tomorrow night, but I'm feeling in a good mood, even though I just picked on Joel Embiid a little bit. You want to go to Sixers game tomorrow night?
Absolutely.
I got you 2 tickets, buddy.
How about that? Bob Cooney's like Santa freaking Claus.
There you go, Chase.
Jason in Newtown Squares won some Sixers tickets. A pair of tickets tomorrow night for the Sixers home opener. To purchase tickets for any 76ers game, visit Ticketmaster.com/76ers. Bob had them in his back pocket.
I might have some more. You never know.
Gotta love that.
Never know what's in that pocket.
Hey, NLCS Game 2 this afternoon. Call it going for the jugular. John Kincade Show on The Fanatic. Look, we all love our pets, And Pets Plus Naturals knows that they've made it their mission to save as many cats and dogs as possible. Pets Plus Natural, their resources go to rescuing animals. That's why every animal available at Pets Plus is not a dog or cat that you're going to buy. It's a dog or cat that you're going to adopt instead. And these animals have been saved from a shelter, brought to Pets Plus, where they're cared for by vets, given proper nutrition, a lot of love, and they're in tip-top shape to be your next four-legged friend. If you and your family are considering adding a dog or cat to the family this holiday season, I urge you to visit adoptinstead.org. That's adoptinstead.org. You're going to see all the animals that the folks at Pets Plus have rescued that are ready to settle into a new permanent home. And after the hurricane down south, there are plenty of pets that need your love. Pets Plus Naturals, locally owned and operated for over 30 years. Locations all over the area. There's bound to be a Pets Plus Naturals near you. Featuring free delivery in some areas. Visit PetsPlusNaturals.com.
The John Kincade Show.
They put it on the air?
Of course they put it on the air. It was a big success.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Check out Adam Schefter this and every Wednesday at 8:10 a.m. with The John Kincade Show. Adam Schefter is presented by Landis Block. Create your very own jaw-dropping backyard paradise. Online at landisbc.com.
Hey guys, it's Andrew. Tip off the NBA season with FanDuel in partnership with Valley Forge. It's America's #1 sports book. Join today and get $150 in free bets guaranteed when you place your first $5 bet. Just sign up with promo code Fanatic to sign up, and all customers get 3 months of NBA League Pass when they make a $5 bet on the NBA. So 3 months of NBA League Pass plus $150 guaranteed in free bets, all courtesy of FanDuel. Then you can watch all the action you just bet on everything from the money line to point spreads to totals. And best of all, you get your winnings instantly. So don't miss your chance to get $150 in free bets plus 3 months of NBA League Pass with promo code Fanatic. And here's what I do. Use that $150 guaranteed bet on our squad to go all the way. Make every moment more with FanDuel, the official sportsbook partner of the NBA.
21 plus in present PA. New customers first online real money wager only. $10 deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire in 14 days. Existing customers, $5 NBA wager required. Limit 1 pass per customer across both offers. Restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, what's going on? My name is Rob Jenners, and I am a graduate of the Connecticut School of Broadcasting, which is now the CSB Media Arts Center. I've been living my dream in radio, production, and sports broadcasting for 20 years now, thanks to CSB with the nation's most successful sports broadcasting program. We're talking sports talk, play-by-play, color commentary. Get trained and get coached by the pros in just 8 to 16 weeks with a campus nearby in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. CSB Media Arts Center. Visit gocsb.com.
Connecticut School of Broadcasting is now the CSB Media Arts Center. I'm Taylor Morgan, a proud CSB grad. The instruction from true media pros and the connections that I made spawned a career that's lasted more than 30 years. What you can learn in just 2 to 4 months at CSB Media Arts Center can set you on a whole new path. Train on site or online with classes in radio, TV, podcasting, video, all that is media. There's a campus in nearby Cherry Hill. Get your start. Visit gocsb.com.
Ooh, Halloween. The season for goblins, witches, and scary good fun. But Walgreens knows it's also the doorbell never stops season, and we can't run out of candy season. So let Walgreens fill your Halloween bowl fast with pickup in as little as 30 minutes and delivery in as little as 1 hour. Because if it's needed in a poof season, it's Walgreens season.
This week, all snack-size bags of Kit Kats are $2.49 each. Offer valid through 10/22 while supplies last. Restrictions apply. See Walgreens.com for details.
By now, you know that sound. It's the sound of the Home Depot. But what about those sounds? Those are the sounds of a Samsung bespoke laundry set, washing and drying a full load in under an hour. Making this the sound of savings on top brand appliances. Final days to save up to $1,052 on the new Samsung bespoke laundry set ends October 19th at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Offer valid September 29th through October 19th. U.S. only. See store or online for details.
Hellsberg Diamonds presents the guy who was the MVP. Craig was proposing to his girlfriend and needed the perfect ring, so he asked her friends for some advice.
Get yourself to Hellsberg.
Yep, Craig went to Hellsberg Diamonds. He learned that Hellsberg's been in business for over 100 years. That means quality. And with their price match guarantee, he'd get a great deal and find the perfect ring.
Wow, it's perfect. Oh, yeah.
MVP, most valuable proposer. Be like Craig. Find the ring of her dreams at a Hellsberg Diamonds near you or at Hellsberg.com.
That's the sound of a crack in the ceiling found at a home inspection. But with a Realtor by your side, a newfound leak might only cause minor worries. With their expertise, a Realtor can suggest a credit at closing and even connect you to a contractor to help you shore up that leak and alleviate your worries. When it comes to cracks in your plans, the expertise of a Realtor can make all the difference. The difference between an agent and a Realtor is real. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
Hi, I'm Patrick Fingles, owner of New Look Home Design. When you hire a roofer, you want an upfront estimate and an expert to get it done right the first time. At New Look, our roofing experts provide line-by-line estimates paired with the 3D rendering of your roof. Find out why over 40,000 homeowners have chosen New Look. Now through November, get 50% off all roofing materials and no payments, no interest financing. Call 800-279-5300. NewLookHomeDesign.com.
Hey, to become the next generation of innovators, entrepreneurs, and creators, we're gonna need some things.
Like a high-speed internet connection that can turn my ideas into reality.
Like the skills to become the world's most powerful coder.
Like the tools to start my sustainable shoe business.
You just heard some of the millions of students Comcast is supporting through Project Up, our comprehensive initiative and $1 billion commitment to open doors for the next generation so they can build a future of unlimited possibilities. Learn more at comcast.com/projectup.
By the time you're finished listening to this Pepsi Zero Sugar, you'll be 15 seconds closer to kickoff. Stock up now because game day is so close you can almost taste it. Football watching. Better with Pepsi.
Philly, we're big fans of keeping you healthy. With Health Fanatics by Virtua Health, explore exclusive articles, expert insights, and so much more. Visit 97.5thefanatic.com/Virtua.
Basketball is back. Tip off the season with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. New customers can make any $5 NBA moneyline bet and get $200 in free bets if your team wins. In addition to the usual bets, everyone can boost their winnings up to 100% with DraftKings stepped-up same-game parlays. Go to DraftKings Sportsbook app, opt in, and place a stepped-up same-game parlay today. With payouts bigger than ever, DraftKings Sportsbook is the place to go to bet on the NBA. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app, use promo code FANATIC, make any $5 bet this week, and get $200 in bets if your team wins. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook with promo code FANATIC. Must be 21 or older, Pennsylvania only. Bonus issued as free bets, 1 boost per eligible game. Opt-in required. Deposit, parlay, and wagering restrictions apply. Eligibility and terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/basketball terms in partnership with Meadows Racetrack and Casino. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining sports talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Win $1,000 right now. 97.5 The Fanatic is bleeding green.
Yes, we are. Your chance to win some cash right now. Text the word ONLY, like you'd like to see Pat's OnlyFans page. ONLY to 45911. Or enter it on the Fanatic app or at 97.5thefanatic.com. The word is ONLY. And only one winner is going to be selected at random to win $1,000 in the company-wide contest. Winners get a call from Beasley, so be sure to answer your phone. Complete rules at 97.5thefanatic.com. 97.5 The Fanatic's Bleeding Green, presented by the Bet Park Sportsbook and Casino app. Everything you want in a digital casino and sportsbook. Please never text and drive. Good luck to you. John Kincade Show on the Fanatic. We've been talking a lot about that Game 1 victory of the NLCS last night. Game 2 coming up today. 4:35. When are you ditching out of work? If you're going to work this morning, when are you...
Around 10, 10:30. I got
I'm
things
talking
I gotta
about
do.
the average American worker that's listening to this show.
Hey, we put in a hard 4 hours here.
When are they ditching out? Like, is the good boss saying today, everybody out by 4?
Yeah. Not the good boss, the great boss.
Yeah.
Well, the great boss, I think, is saying 3:30.
A good boss is going to realize that production's not going to be. It's not going to exist at 4:30. So you might as well just let everybody go home.
Because you're a good boss, you don't have to worry about Friday, because Friday's a night game, Saturday's a night game, Sunday's a day game.
Right.
So you don't have to worry about it. Monday's a night game.
Whoa. There's no Monday game.
Well, if there was.
Well,
Monday would be a night game. Tuesday would be a night game. So if you're the boss, all you have to worry about is today. There were no more day games after today, except for Sunday, and that's a day off of work. So what I would say to you is be the good boss today. Close that office early. Send everybody home. And everybody can catch that Phillies fever.
Yeah, you'll take a hit of about an hour and a half's worth of work, but you will gain Curry and favor. With
Which one, Steph?
Maybe
or Seth? Because if it's Steph, I'm definitely doing it.
Yeah, but
if it's Seth,
your workers will want to go to battle for it.
Yes,
and that in the long run is worth way more than the hour and a half you're to lose.
You're very good, Pat. Very good there. Anthony in Limerick has held on our earlier discussion after the Sixers opening night loss to the Celtics. Anthony, you're on the Fanatic. Good morning.
What's up, guys? How you doing this morning?
Good, Anthony. What's going on with you, buddy?
Oh, I was very impressed by James Harden last night. I gotta say he didn't look completely like his old self, but he looked good. I did think he was a little passive in the second half. Maybe trying to get Joe going. The dude Joel can't dribble as much as he did, like Bob was saying. He turned the ball over 6 times. But let's not say the sky is falling. It's game 1. We're going to go back home on Thursday and hopefully beat the Bucks.
I don't think anybody was saying that the sky's falling, but the problem Anthony, the problem is this. When I see the same things happen in game 1, it's saddening to me. Like, it's just disappointing that I expect to see more improvement.
Yeah, but look, Boston is a good defensive team. Boston's tough to beat at home, and Boston hit shot after shot after shot last night. And that's where they get frustrating. They get these dribble drives, and they're going off the left foot and throwing it up with the left hand behind the basket over their heads, and that stuff falls. And then they start hitting outside shots. And a lot of them were wide open because Sixers rotations weren't all that great. And we all know James Harden isn't a great defender, whatever. So, look, if you tell me the Sixers are going to lose a game in Boston during a season, it doesn't kill me, no. But, we still like to look and see what we see. And the stuff that we laid out there earlier is kind of what we saw. But Harden has just defenders on a string. I mean, he's not fast. He's not quick. But, man, he just knows where to get and how to get there. And his passing, and I think he and Embiid still have to improve the two-man game, but his passing is still elite.
It's unbelievable. Hey, the 8 a.m. hour is brought to you by Martin Law, the law firm for injured workers. Visit paworkinjury.com. I could see it when I'm flipping a little bit, and I didn't watch it too intently. But you can see with Harden, he's moving beautifully.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks sleek. I mean, he really does. I think body type looks completely different.
They did a pretty neat thing at the beginning of the game where they showed him in his preseason body shot in Oklahoma City 3 years ago or 2 years ago, whatever, in Brooklyn last year and Sixers this year.
It's amazing.
It is. I mean, it's a body transformation. Yeah.
Why were people saying, though, he wasn't? Were people arguing that he wasn't out of shape? Because he was. When you see him now in shape, and you look at Oklahoma City and you look at last year, he was out of shape.
Well, the funny thing is, it doesn't correlate to his play. And hear me out on this.
Sure.
I mean, he plays 38 minutes a game, and he was doing it whether he looked in shape or he doesn't. He still doesn't play a game that makes you say, wow, look at him. And he's just in total control all the time. Yep. He's, to me, a typical left-handed point guard that's just hard to figure out, and he gets where he wants to be. He did have a move last night, kind of a crossover move where a Celtics guy fell 5 feet back into the lane, and he was wide open. He gave it a shimmy and then proceeded to shoot an air ball 3. But for the most part, hitting threes, getting where he wanted to be, scoring 35 points, probably not what you need from him, 35 points, but good to know that it's
nice
there.
to know he's got it in the holster.
Absolutely, yeah.
Hey, save 40% on your round-trip train fare to Philadelphia on weekdays with City Pass. NJ Transit is your ride into fall savings. Visit njtransit.com/Philly. Before we get to Adam Schefter coming up, how big is it when Buffalo plays Kansas City, Pat? Like, I mean, as far as, would a normal late game on a network out of the AFC get you on a Sunday to watch it? When the Eagles aren't playing in that window, is it If it's Kansas City, Buffalo, how much more likely is that to get you to the couch?
15%.
So it's not that.
Look, I'll be honest. I got a family. I got interests.
So you're more of an Eagles fan than an NFL fan.
No, I mean, I'll definitely be watching the NFL game. Am I going to make it appointment viewing? Am I going to be canceling plans because it's KC and Buffalo? No. Usually with the Sunday night game, whether it's the Eagles or not, I'm usually watching it.
Because Jack's in bed.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not going to sit here and be Harry Hardo. Like my life has changed since having a child, and I now have other interests, and that interest is Bluey.
Sunday, Buffalo and Kansas City. Highest rated game with CBS on a weekday game at that slot in 15 years.
How about that?
A regular season game that drew 25.5 million viewers. Mahomes, Allen, last year's game drawing people in.
Yeah.
25.5 million, a 15-year high for that time, that place. That's unreal.
Yeah, and if we weren't doing pregame, we all would have been watching that also.
And we were watching it out of the corner of our eye.
Yeah, we were watching it down at Xfinity, but I love those matchups. I do. I love those matchups of just high-powered teams.
See, that gets me to the couch.
Sure.
Now, if you told me it was the Ravens versus the Chargers, I'm checking in. I'm checking in.
If it's the only game, I'm all in.
Yeah. I'm not going to, I'm not running to the television to watch Ravens Chargers.
Right.
Chiefs Buffalo. I think I find myself doing that. I'm gonna make some time for that one. We have Adam Schefter going to be joining us here on the Comcast Business Hotline because every day in business is a big day, and Comcast Business gets you ready for what's next. And Adam is joining us every single week thanks to my friends at Landis Block and Concrete, where they create your very own jaw-dropping backyard paradise. You can visit them online at landisbc.com. Adam, at 6-0. I've got to tell you, this city is a little Phillies distracted. But
I was going to say, wait, John, is there ever a better time to be a Phillies sports fan than right now?
Not right now. No, it's marvelous.
Other than the Sixers losing last night, I mean, it's an awesome time to be a Phillies sports fan.
We never saw an Eagles Dallas week where the game was so overshadowed by the Phillies. I mean, it was really all week long. Yeah, it was a big game, but everybody was Philly-centric, and now they're in the NLCS, and the Eagles get to take the week off. At 6-0, I'm looking at the landscape of the NFC, and it's what I wanted to talk to you about first. Packers, Bucks, 49ers, all with 3 losses. I'll say it, Adam. They're not catching them in the regular season. They may knock them off. They may knock them off in the postseason, one of those teams, but they're not catching them in the regular season.
Correct. Well, by the way, the Packers, Bucks, Rams, the teams that you recited,
49ers
are not 49ers. The 49ers and the Rams are in the same category, right?
Yeah, I'm going the 3-loss crew is what I was giving you.
Yeah. Well, what I was going to say is those teams that you think of as being those teams are not those teams this year. They're just not. They're all off for whatever reason. Now, I have some degree of confidence that the Buccaneers will rebound because they're in a division that's not very good, and Tampa will win that division. And I would think that they'll get better as the year goes on, and hopefully some of the issues they've been having, will get sorted out and come together. You get Tom Brady at quarterback. I have faith that Tampa will be there in the end. But Green Bay is off, and the 49ers are a little bit banged up, but they are a tough team still, a tough team. And the Rams are off. These teams, they're just off. They're off, John. And some of the teams that we weren't expecting, like Philadelphia, like the Giants, like the Seahawks, like the Vikings, those are the teams you're going to see in the postseason this year. Those are the teams.
Well, that makes my January.
Some of those other teams that we're just talking about, they're not going to be there in the end. They're just not.
Shefty, when you look at the NFL through a third of the season right now, and I was reading a story somewhere the other day that the premise was the NFL just isn't.
What was that?
Wow,
a
you on a
train
train?
going to hit you?
Yeah, I'm by a truck that's trying to back in and stopping traffic, and he's beeping cars to stop. This guy's doing a
But Shefty,
move, but okay. Yeah.
after a third of this season, this story that I read was basically saying that the NFL is a down product as far as games go so far this season. Have games been good to you, normal to you, or worse than they usually are through 6 games, do you think?
Here's what I would say. I'm watching the games, and to me, they don't feel all that different. Maybe the scoring's down. Maybe they're not quite as well played. But here's the thing. The ratings, the numbers on the games,
they're massive.
Huge.
Yeah.
They're huge. And I don't think that the general public cares very much because people are rooting for their teams like the Eagles. They're rooting for their fantasy teams. They're playing DFS. They're doing survivor pools. Like, they're betting games. Like, all that stuff. It drives the popularity of the sport to where even if coaches privately are complaining that the quality of football is down, and even if Tom Brady is publicly saying that the quality of football is down, I don't think the public really cares.
I think the quality of Tom Brady's dedication to his job seems like it's down, honestly. And when I hear him comparing himself to members of the military, saying that he's on deployment, I just read a piece in People magazine where he has a staff of people that take care of things for his family, like, that drive kids around, that nanny, that all that kind of stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, he's out of touch, Shefty, with his customers. He's out of touch.
What phrase did he use at deployment in the military?
He said playing in he says the NFL season now. He looks at it almost like he's deployed in the military overseas. That he finds it hard to find balance between his work life and his professional life. And I'm like, cry me a freaking river when you got a staff.
You mean work life and personal life?
Yes, yes. And I'm like, wait a minute. There are guys, his customer base goes to work every day, and they're plumbers and doctors and lawyers and cops, or they're really in the military, and they don't have staffs of people to take care of their personal life for them. I thought it was so tone deaf. Yes. You can check it at TMZ. He told it on. Yeah, you can go read it.
This is the first I've heard of it. Wow.
Yeah, see, I broke news to Adam Schefter today.
Yeah, there you go, John. I guess I've been out of touch because I'm struggling to find that balance in my own life, and therefore I didn't see Tom Brady's comments about the balance in his life.
And you don't have the staff like that. You're not leaning on the cook, and all that stuff. I mean, come on.
No. I don't have a cook. The balance that I'm having, that I'm struggling to achieve is finding enough time to find and watch my fantasy basketball team. That's where I'm struggling.
Shefty, when talking about this NFC East division, of course, Eagles sitting on top at 6-0, but there's this team, the New York Giants, that are 5-1, and I said earlier this week that if I had a team that I kind of like to watch, it's a team that's kind of overachieving and playing good, hard football, basketball, whatever the sport may be. They seem to be just that. What is it about the Giants this year that has allowed them to get to where they are so far?
Well, I think that there's an entirely new vibe in the building. When they brought in Brian Daboll and Joe Shane as the head coach and general manager, I think that organization has felt stifled. And I just think that sometimes teams make coaching changes and it doesn't work out, as we've seen this year. And other times they do make changes and it brings for lack of a better phrase, breath of fresh air. And the Giants had some talent and they're overachieving. And I think Wink Martindale has brought some energy to that defense, and the offense has kind of thrived off that. And they've had some players make some plays at the right times. And, that's the thing about football, though, right? It's about confidence, momentum, and health. And there's usually not that much of a gap between many teams. And so in any one year, you can have your confidence lifted and get the momentum going and it helps if your health is there. And the Giants have had a little bit of all those. Oh, they've had some injuries this year, but they just started to get things rolling. And like we often see in the NFL, when a bad team, a historically bad team, sometimes gets rolling, they play through levels like this. And that's what's going on there right now.
I laughed at in Dallas, Christmas Eve was trending for 28 hours after the Eagles game. They are believing that come Christmas Eve, they're going to make up for what happened on Sunday night. Shefty, I'm here to tell you the Christmas Eve game ain't going to matter. It might matter to Dallas's playoffs, making the playoffs, but for the Eagles, I think it'll be wrapped up by then.
There's a real chance it would be. They're in a tremendous spot right now. And I haven't looked at the schedule post-bye. Who are the first few games against after the bye?
Pittsburgh, at home.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Then a short week, go to Houston.
Yep.
Then a Monday night game the following week against the Washington Commodes.
So the short week, is that a Thursday night game?
Yeah, Thursday night game at Houston. That could be a dicey, just a nerve-wracking situation, no?
Well, look, every game has its own nerve-wracking situation. Every game, if you're not prepared, you could lose. But I don't care. Short week, road week, yeah, there are challenging circumstances there, but they should beat the Houston Texans. Come on, man.
Yeah, I think so. And then you come in for the Washington game.
Yeah, that I look forward to.
And no Carson Wentz. Carson doesn't come home for that one. Bob assured us that Carson would not be the quarterback for that game. He said he would not be. He told us beforehand there's no way Carson's going to be in that game. Now, we didn't see him being injured.
So if they put him on IR, that would be the fourth game, right?
Yeah.
He'll be out for that one.
But they say out 4 weeks to recover. Then he's got to get back, right, Schefter? He's got to get back into football shape. He's got to get back into throwing.
No. Hold on. He's out in L.A. This week. He's working with the doctors, and my understanding is they'll make a decision later this week about whether or not to put him on IR. If they don't put him on IR, that tells you that they think he could be back for that game.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this, it tells us he's tough. And nobody on this show have we ever doubted his toughness. And he's shown his toughness again. I'll give him that. He's always got that on his resume with me.
Yep, he's a tough guy. If he doesn't get put on IR, he'd have a chance. In fact, if he's not put on IR this week, my guess is he'll be back for that game.
I'll make you a bet. Dollar bet, Schefty. I say he doesn't start here in Philadelphia.
Well, no. I think the chances are he will go on IR. But I'm just saying, I don't think that decision's final.
Gotcha. Yeah, I hear you.
We'll keep
that. So I'm leaving open. I think that is the likely scenario. That is the expected scenario that he goes in IR and he'd be out. But it's not a lock just yet.
We are looking forward to it. The Eagles in bye week. Hopefully everybody just enjoys their week off. And, Shefty, we'll look forward to talking to you next week as they get ready for the Steelers.
Forgive me for being out of touch on baseball, but when is the next Phillies game?
Today at 4:35.
Okay, well, good luck to the Phillies.
How you feeling about? I mean, do you watch much? I can't imagine you've got the time to watch a lot of baseball.
I watched probably my first inning of baseball yesterday. I'm out of touch on basketball. I did watch the Sixers last night. That I did do because I wanted to watch Maxey.
You had to get 21 out of Tyrese Maxey and 2 out of 5 from 3-point range.
I was good with the way he played, and you know what else I liked? Van Gundy was talking him up during the broadcast, so clearly he's talking to the organization, and you could just see that Maxey's role and performance and production is just going to keep growing and growing and growing.
He's a friend of the show, so I mean, Shefty, we can work this. We can.
If they're in town that Monday, let's
see if we can get. Let's see if we can get him over there. Thanks, Shefty.
That'd be awesome.
Have a great week,
have
babe.
A great day. Good.
Thanks,
Good luck
man.
to the Phillies today.
Let's go, Phils.
Thanks, buddy.
Take care.
There we go.
Bye.
Adam Schefter joined us on the Comcast Business Hotline. And remember, Landis Block and Concrete will help you create your very own jaw-dropping backyard paradise. Ours looks gorgeous. Can't wait to show it to you. You can visit it online at landisbc.com. I can't imagine. He's got to get, like the other day when he was on the plane, Schefter was saying how panicked he was that he was disconnected from, he had no internet on the plane. and he wasn't able to stream games, and he was flying out for Monday Night Football.
Oh.
And he had that anxious feeling. Can you imagine the feeling that you're going to be scooped? Like something's like something
lived it for 12 years.
Like some story's going to break. Yeah, but when you're in the plane.
Yeah.
But isn't you're hoping others are with you, I would imagine, at that point.
Yeah, it didn't happen a lot.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you make your own travel.
Hey, what'd you feel about last night's game? If you want to share some of your thoughts, you can at 610-632-0975. It's the John Kincade Show. Game 2 of the NLCS is today. It's 97.5 The Fanatic. I know the baseball playoffs are here, and that Bet Park Sportsbook and Casino app. You hear Jimmy Rollins bragging on it all the time because Jimmy Rollins knows the baseball postseason. It's everything you want in a digital casino and sportsbook. And you can join in now. You can bet the birds every single week, but not this week because it's bye week. You can say, hey, I really believe this local college football team isn't going to perform in a big spot. Most of the time, you'll be right. You can check it on out. Place your bet today. You get a risk-free bet up to $750. Bet on the Bet Parks app right now. It's so easy. It's so easy to get paid when you win. It's so easy to just fall in love with all the different ways that you can, little parlay bets that they've got, and little ways that you can get odds boosts that help you enjoy the game just a little bit more. Now, you got to be 21, and you must be in the state of Pennsylvania or New Jersey. If you have a gambling problem, I implore you to please call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The John Kincade Show.
Sir, one more outburst, I will strangle you with my microphone wire. You understand me?
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Hey, it's Jen Scordo for CNC Heating and Air Conditioning. It feels like a different season every day, and sometimes from hour to hour. As a result, heating and AC units switch from air conditioning to heat with little to no break. While you might be ready for the cold, is your heater? Well, one call to CNC Heating and Air Conditioning will ensure that your heater's ready to face the bitter winter temps. It's no secret that electric bills have skyrocketed, so make sure your system is tuned up or replaced before it's too late and your system becomes completely inefficient. If you're in Bucks or Montgomery County, the local experts in home heating, CNC Heating and Air Conditioning, are ready to help. They're family-owned, trusted, and proven for 50 years. You'll see why homeowners trust CNC Heating and Air Conditioning for their family's comfort. Visit cc-hvac.com to schedule your system service analysis today. That's cc-hvac.com. Our family is here to keep your family comfortable all year long. cc-hvac.com.
Dr. Trudy Fleer here with the 5G Home Recovery Podcast. Let's discuss a very real existential threat to internet speed. It's a big one. Ready? T-Mobile Home Internet. It lags. Ugh. Now, what is lag? Lag is a delay in data being transmitted across the internet. For example, you're hitting that hot drop, the parachute cuts out, you've got an unsuspecting bot in your sights, and lag! You were actually eliminated 10 seconds ago. Nobody deserves that. So stop letting T-Mobile Home Internet ruin everything and switch to Xfinity. Learn more at xfinity.com/TMOFax.
Get Xfinity Internet with unlimited data included for just $29.99 a month for 2 full years with no annual contract required when you add Xfinity Mobile. Go to xfinity.com/TMOFax, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay, ends 11/14/22. Restrictions apply. New Performance Pro Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. Xfinity Mobile requires post-pay Xfinity Internet. After 24 months, regular rates apply.
You're the one who protects the flock, and that requires an eye for detail. Because when safety and well-being are on the line, it's the details that can save lives. Even when no one else is watching, you see everything. Grainger gets you, and we're here for you, and all the ones who get it done with a wide range of safety products and solutions, plus board-certified safety consultants here to answer your questions. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
My son Finn was born with congenital heart disease and spent the first 8 months of his life in the hospital. Starlight Children's Foundation has played an important role in our lives. For 5 weeks as a baby, Finn lived in a Starlight Hero wagon instead of having to sleep in a hospital bed. Starlight provides moments of joy for families like mine at a time where there's very little to be found. Learn more about how Starlight brightens the lives of sick kids by visiting starlight.org today.
The Transportation Security Administration is hiring transportation security officers at Philadelphia International Airport, starting at $20.31 per hour, including fantastic federal benefits. Get a jump start on your new job by attending TSA's recruiting event on October 18th and 19th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Each day at Embassy Suites by Hilton, Philadelphia Airport, 9000 Bartram Avenue. To get details, text PHL to 95495. That's PHL to 95495.
Every drive starts somewhere. For First Trust Bank, our drive started in Philadelphia and continues to this day. As Philly's hometown bank for more than 85 years, we know this city's people. We understand their passions, and we work our tails off to help them reach their goals every day. Because Philadelphia dreams deserve a Philadelphia bank. First Trust Bank, the official bank of the Philadelphia Eagles. Member FDIC.
You don't want to miss the Philadelphia Flyers hit the ice at Wells Fargo Center this season.
Hayes to Tippett. He scores! Oh, and Tippett buries one.
Be here when the Flyers take on the San Jose Sharks on Sunday, October 23rd.
Centers it, and Frost scores! Morgan Frost drives the net. Konechny spots him.
Get your tickets now, only at PhiladelphiaFlyers.com.
Hey, it's Tyrone Johnson. With a chill in the air this fall, my mind goes directly to snowblowers and generators. Lawn and Golf Supply in Phoenixville has 100 snowblowers in stock right now. Forget the big box stores. Lawn and Golf has an amazing selection of equipment. Let Lawn and Golf service your snowblower. Get it ready for winter weather. Fanatic listeners, mention this ad and get a special offer. Get ready for what's next. Snowblowers, generators, whatever you need to get you through the cold. Go to lawn-golf.com. That's lawn-golf.com.
You know, Philly sports are on fire, and there's no better place to catch all the game day action than PJ Willehan's. Always great food, great drinks, and a great time.
Philly, we're big fans of keeping you healthy. With Health Fanatics by Virtua Health, explore exclusive articles, expert insights, and so much more. Visit 97.5thefanatic.com/Virtua.
Hey guys, it's Connor, and you know what I'm here to tell you about? That's right, No House Advantage. They're changing the game with the most dynamic fantasy sports platform available in the whole wide world. Anywhere. You can go to Jupiter. It's still the best one available. Playing pick'em contests versus other regular, everyday people. You're not playing against Vegas. You're not playing against an algorithm. No, you're playing against Jimmy from Mayfair, who has no idea what he's talking about or what he's betting on. And I know you do. You're a smart person. You could figure it out. And you've got a shot at winning $250,000 plus in cash. Enter a contest, select your player props, climb the leaderboard, and win big money every single day they've got these contests. Go ahead and check them out. And plus, when you sign up now with promo code FANATIC at nohouseadvantage.com or download the app using promo code FANATIC, you'll get a first deposit match up to $25. It's absolutely awesome. No House Advantage is only available in select U.S. states. Users must be 18 years of age or older to play. See terms of use for additional details at nohouseadvantage.com.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
You may not officially be one of my endless cousins, but I do consider you part of our family.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
You know, Halloween's almost here, and it's no trick. Definitely a treat, though. You can enjoy PJ's Wings for just $5 during daily happy hour every Monday through Friday, 4 to 6 p.m. Oh, wait a minute. The Phillies game's at 4:35 today. That means you can be at PJ's today watching the game. $5 wings for 5-piece wings. Enjoy happy hour specials and more at your local PJ's. Or you can join us tomorrow for happy hour in Malvern.
Or you could do both.
You can do both. We're having PJ's Wings today at the house. So that's what we're going to do because it's a 4:35 game. And everybody's just got to be, I can't sit down to dinner.
Do they still have those really good bacon barbecue wings? Because those were awesome.
I don't think so. Pat, how many locations did they have to close? I think it was 3.
I don't know if they had to close any location, but they had to delay the opening in Springfield.
No, you're both. You're both crap because ever since they sold them, they've opened 2 more.
Well, Lawrence Park
that we've been a part of.
Delay the opening.
Yeah,
Lawrence Park, the opening because of all the sales.
All right, bud.
My hometown, 19008, which is getting to PJ's, and it's coming together beautifully. I'm hearing like around Thanksgiving-ish. But, they literally, it was between, do we buy drywall and spackle, or do we buy more bacon for the wings? And it set back the project a little.
No.
They were hoping to be there.
Absolutely
it's going to be awesome.
Get Jim on the email.
I've heard Jim repeatedly say never again.
Jim always defends Bob.
Wow,
He's always got
what's
Bob's
not
back.
to defend?
He's always
It's
got
the
Bob's
hottest selling wing they've ever had.
There's a lot to
I'm telling you.
not defend.
You know what they're going to have next, Pat? Bacon wrapped French fries.
I would love that.
That would you?
No, that
I
would
need
sound
it. I need
great.
it. Like,
You mean like bacon French fries that every restaurant serves in this country?
How about like bacon?
But they don't go under. You don't bitch about that, do you? Bastards.
Jeez, man, you're really defensive over your wings that won.
They won.
All right, if you leave it at that, I'm okay.
You're a little
My
too
wings that
defensive.
won.
You're a
That's
little
okay.
too defensive.
My
over this.
wings that won.
And
Let's
they
just
were
end it
too.
there.
By the way, I know the Kincade ladies. They both thought they were pretty good.
I mean, I got them every time I was there. I also got Jamie's wings every time.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
They were pretty good.
yeah, they were
Gotta
good.
tell
They
you.
weren't as good, but yeah, they were. I got them too.
The
Yeah.
reality is, like, there wasn't. Out of all the wings that we tasted that day, there's only like 2 that I didn't like. I mean, other than that, we did a pretty good job of coming up with wing creations.
We
Yeah.
did.
Sure.
The Captain Crunch wing took a lot of crap. It took a lot of crap.
Yeah,
I didn't, honestly,
You didn't mind that one as much.
I didn't hate it. The Ritz cracker one, I didn't.
Yeah,
like.
I didn't like that one.
The beer battered one.
The
I wasn't
beer
a huge
battered
fan
one
of,
I didn't like.
just because it was huge.
Yeah.
I
don't want bread. Like
But, I mean,
a
the
giant,
Captain Crunch
a
wing, I didn't
big mouthful of bread while I'm eating a wing. But it was good. We'll have a challenge again, I'm sure, coming up for 2023.
Skittles wing.
Hey, PJ's in Malvern tomorrow. Join us from 5 to 7, so it's a day off for the Phillies series. It is a big night for the Union, though. Jim Curtin joins us in the next hour. We'll talk to Coach Curtin, and he knows this show, good luck charm. He comes on, they win. What do we have to do with it? Hell, nothing. But, it's always fun to be able to try to take credit for something you didn't do.
They win so much, anybody could take credit for it, really, but we love having Jim on. He's the man.
Aaron Nola today in this pitching matchup. Pat, you've talked about the pitching of the Padres.
Yeah.
Who's got the pitching edge today?
I think the Phillies do, but it's
even
close.
though they're a mini favorite.
Yeah, I mean
mini underdog plus 105.
Blake Snell has regained his form that he's lost for about 2 years there, but he's regained it this year in San Diego. So it's really close. I kind of expect a similar game to yesterday, where you're going to have to put together good at bats, up the pitch count, and just capitalize on Snell's 1 and 2 mistakes. And he's also pitched in big games before, like he's pitched in the playoffs. So
yeah, he's not going to be phased by it.
No, not at all. And I think a guy like him, he revels in this opportunity to kind of stop the bleeding. I don't think he's going to cower and just lay down. I would love it if that happened, but I'll give the Phillies a slight edge, but it's very, very slight.
Yeah, that's sort of what I wonder career-wise. Like, what is he gonna do today? I mean, he's a nice pitcher.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Look,
not
a couple years ago, he was sick.
Yes.
He was that good. Look, it comes down to as much as you want stuff from Schwarber and Harper, obviously, but it comes down to your right-handed hitters. You have to get something today out of Hoskins, Real Muto, Castellanos, Bohm. The right-handed hitters have to get you a little something today, maybe even set the table a little bit for Schwarber and Harper.
Harper's faced him 7 times. How many hits?
2.
1. Not the best.
That's 7.
I mean, it's 7.
He goes 3 for 3 today. He's 4 for 10.
But that'd be really, really good there. I mean, as far as the, he would go up against him one
Real
time.
Muto has decent numbers, I think, or has he not faced him all that much?
I'm trying to.
I think Real Muto might be like a 4 for 10 against him.
Yeah, I mean, there could be some. I'm very much looking to see how the Phillies come out today. I would imagine this would be a chance to really sort of unleash a little bit of a relaxed bats. I'm looking for relaxed at bats today because you've already gotten no matter what anybody tells you, everybody got on that plane saying, come back with a split, come back with a split. That not saying that they don't want to win every game, but they were like, the mission of every team going on the road is to come back with a split. Now, when you accomplish it in game 1, I would just think game 2 has an exhale quality to it.
To a degree, yeah. But it's still the playoffs. And I know you know that. And I'm not telling anybody anything. But it's still the playoffs. It's still every at-bat means something. It still means the difference between 2-0, series wrapped, to 1-1, did what we needed to do. You know what I mean? It's such a huge difference. You know, John, if they get on a plane tonight and we go to bed tonight and it's 2-0.
Oh my gosh.
Exactly the reaction.
It's a freaking party this weekend.
If it's 1-1, it's okay, you did what you needed to do. So at the same time, I agree with you. Okay, it's not a must-win for the Phillies. Man, you have to win you got to go into it as a must-win.
At this point, every game's a must-win.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
A must. Yeah, you want to win every game,
game's
right?
a must-win.
But
I'm not sitting there even if they're up 3-0. I'm not sitting there going, "Oh, we can take this game off." No, it's a must-win. It's a must-win just because at that point, if you're up 3-0 in a series, you want to rest your guys as much as possible. You want to line up rotations. You don't want to have to pitch a guy that you'd like to start out a series with. Every game's a must-win.
I love this guy's name. It DMs me, Kane. Why can't I have a cool name like Kane?
His last name Kane?
Not Callis. It's not Kane Callis.
Just checking.
Kane says,
a wrestler.
What could happen today?
No, politician.
That would take away the good feeling of yesterday, considering all they needed to do was to gain that split. Is there something that would totally change your mind about the direction of this series? I guess Aaron Nola getting rocked.
Yeah.
Would. That's the only thing that would really, even if the bats were a little quiet, I've gotten used to that.
Yeah, Nola getting rocked would be it. 8-1 game. You leave with kind of a, where's this going? We know all the doubts that people had, and we all had, about Nola before this playoff run started, before his really good September. Those are memories that are just waiting to be scratched off again and be put to the forefront. So that would be the only thing. It really would.
Are we taking injuries out of it?
Well, Kane said, but we're not taking injuries.
I have to ask, because I'd be lying if I sat here and said I have the Wheeler confidence that I in Nola. Like that confidence that I have when Zach Wheeler takes the bump. I still don't have it with Nola.
It's different with Nola?
Even after the year that I saw and the October that I've seen, I still, for whatever reason, don't have that uber confidence. And I think it just has to do with, for the last 2 years before this season, for the last 2 years before that, it was like, he'd be cruising for 4 innings and then all of a sudden a walk, a hit, a home run. And next thing you know, it's like that was an Aaron Nola start. So I just don't have that. I hate it, but I don't have that uber confidence that I probably should have.
I like the way you say taking the bump.
I don't have uber confidence, Pat, after that Uber trip to the Cardinal game.
Sometimes you got to live a little. I personally am a fan.
Or almost
of
die
most
a little.
Of the Fast and the Furious
Or almost
franchise.
die a little. Yeah, exactly.
And sometimes you have a 4D ride in the Fast and the Furious franchise.
By the way, PJ's in Haddonfield.
I've been there.
We love PJ's in Haddonfield.
Oh, yeah.
Tomorrow morning, the Phillies Rally for Red October bus tour will be there. 9:15 in the morning at PJ's in Haddonfield tomorrow morning. They're going to make a stop by. So if you want to be there, they'll have the official Red October rally towels to give out. Some fun, some food, some drinks, the DJ and everything. The event's going to be around an hour. That's 9:15 at PJ's Haddonfield tomorrow morning. So it's in the morning. So make time for that. So you're listening to us. Roll over to PJ's in Haddonfield and make sure that you're a part of it. The Eagles are doing something not well. And they're doing so many things that are well. I want to make sure that, that's properly discussed. But it's weird. They are the most productive second quarter team in 72 NFL seasons. We've never seen a team in 72 NFL seasons that has been as good as the Eagles are right now in the second quarter. But their second half woes are a real problem. And one of the things that it appears, if you're just talking first 3 drives after halftime, they've scored twice. I mean, to me, I don't get it. I don't understand what's going on, and it does come down to this. The Eagles are not adjusting to the other team's halftime adjustments. Whatever the other team does defensively to this Eagles offense, the Eagles offense isn't adjusting to it. By the fourth quarter, they adjust to it. And as they showed you in Arizona, as they showed you last Sunday night, they could come up with a huge drive in the fourth quarter that can save a game. But for some reason, that third quarter is just it's just not a good spot. And even the first drives of the game haven't been that good. The scripted drive that they came out with hasn't been that good. I don't understand it because it's obvious they know how to make adjustments in the first half. Why does it take so long in the second half?
Yeah, it's weird because when you watch the highlights of the Eagles and you watch national shows breaking down the Eagles, a lot of the talk centers on look how well they run the RPO. Look how well Jalen Hurts reads Micah Parsons there, fakes a handoff, has a decision whether to hand the ball off, run himself, or you have A.J. Brown who just came across in the flat, and he's right there. Non-blocked, reading Micah Parsons, boom, there's A.J. Brown, touchdown. It's always talked about how good this RPO is. I've noticed over the last few weeks, every time they're showing highlights, it's in the first half.
Oh, no, that's where they're scoring all their points.
Yeah, our coaches like making adjustments to that RPO in the second half. And if so, is it a case where, okay, you might have to scratch it for a little while and make it a drop back, pass happy offense the way we saw against Minnesota, the way Jalen Hurts played against Washington. It kind of seems like Eagles go into halftime. They usually have a pretty good lead. And it's more of a let's just keep doing what we're doing. And other teams. I mean, it was blatantly obvious what the Cowboys did against the Eagles defense the other night. It was misdirection the whole second half. And they got caught every single time. And, yeah, where was that adjustment?
And that's not with Dak Prescott. That's with an Arena League style quarterback.
Yeah, it's almost out of desperation. And, yeah, it does make you wonder. I love the fact that, however, as worried as you may get about their second half performance, that, as you said, John, when push comes to shove, they can pull out that 15-play, 7-minute drive that gets you a game-clinching touchdown.
Okay, by the way, do you know how they do that in Arizona? You know how they did it against Dallas? Running the football 70% of the time.
Yeah.
They literally line up, stand behind that offensive line, and say, stop us. So they remember what they did great last season. But it takes them till a desperation point to remember. It's like they don't want to do it. They don't want to just say, because it's almost like they take offense to the fact that last year they were so great against the run. They don't want that to be their identity this year. Just make it your identity. It's your identity. It's what you do well. And when you needed to win the last 2 weeks, you leaned on your running game. You leaned on your offensive line, and you kicked ass with it. Like, I just want to see them do that again.
Yeah.
I want to see them not abandon that. Come out in the second half, first drive, and instead of being pass happy, run.
I'll tell you, I got to quote our buddy Zach Berman, who tweeted this, and it's true. It's a good problem that the one thing we constantly are complaining about is the Eagles aren't tacking on to their double-digit lead in the second half. Like, when you really take a step back, and I know that it's frustrating. I'm frustrated, too, because I'm the idiot who constantly is hopping on the live line and betting them. But when you really take a step back, this is an awesome problem to have.
Oh, it is.
Like, we're not complaining about a player not doing his job. We're not complaining about a tough a game that got away from them. We're complaining about where they haven't tacked on. And the fact that they're in that position to tack on and they haven't done it, it's kind of. I'll take this every day of the week.
No, well,
this complaint, absolutely.
One score games in fourth quarters, though, don't throw me. I mean, like, and when you let a game that you have under control and you let it slip away into when it becomes a one-score game and it's nerve-wracking, and that's just me as a fan. I can't imagine they like it either, though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and act like when it became a 3-point game, I wasn't worried.
I was sick to my stomach.
But it had more to do with Lane Johnson being out, Micah Parsons, and that affecting the offense. And I really do think that really did affect the offense. Because as soon as Lane went out, they just had trouble moving the football.
Hey, in Pat's point of view, he wants to give out some credit.
This is Pat's point of view. Here's Pat.
Here's Pat.
Hello, guys.
That's why we call it Pat's point of view.
Yes, it is me. It's not hosted by Bob. This is just my point of view. Let's give some credit, boys, to some of these guys on the Philadelphia Phillies who took a lot of heat. All right, Bryce Harper took a lot of heat from media, from fans, not producing. Kyle Schwarber is taking heat. People didn't want him, myself included. I'll throw my hand up. I wanted Castellanos.
I wanted Castellanos.
JT's taking some heat. Aaron Nola's taking some heat. I'll admit once again, I didn't want Zach Wheeler. I believed in the splits. I believed in the splits. I didn't like giving $100 million to a guy that was good for half the season. Man, they're big acquisitions. They're guys that they paid the most money to have produced and then some this postseason.
Yep.
And they're not even close to being in this position without guys like Harper, who at the beginning of the playoffs, it was, he's battling through it. And now it's like, well, I don't know what happened, but he got it right. I don't know if you guys picked up on it, but the Schwarber, by the way, I thought had his best game yesterday, not just because of the home run, but his first inning at bat where he didn't take a swing, worked a full count walk to up the pitch count was huge.
I think that's the biggest thing I'm seeing different.
Yeah.
His eye is back.
He roped a single, the first hit of the game. Then he hit the mammoth home run. I mean, he had a really good game. But the fact that they said, oh, yeah, he's feeling better, and Kevin Long said he's gonna snap out of it this series. That's a guy you paid $20 million to?
Yep.
I mean, there's really one guy that hasn't really produced all that much, and that's Castellanos. And even he, as we talked about earlier in the show, came up big in the first game against Atlanta. This is something that we all looked at coming into this postseason is these guys have to produce. They're doing it. They deserve a lot of credit for just stepping up to the moment because I'll tell you, Juan Soto, and they talked about in the broadcast, he has not performed up to par.
Not yet.
Hopefully it continues, knock on wood. But he has not performed since coming over from San Diego. They're frustrated with him. Fernando Tatis obviously is out because he was an idiot. Machado went 0 for 4. I mean, the Phillies aren't having that problem right now.
I got to ask you guys because it can, and Pat, you just reminded me of it. When they talked last night about Schwarber feeling better, I was waiting for him to go more in depth. Did he have some kind of a little something going on that we didn't know about? And they kind of just blew it over. Now, if they just meant feeling better at the plate, feeling better about his swing, whatever it may be, that's fine.
Well,
I wish they would have explained it. It sounded like they wanted to go a little more in depth, but they didn't.
Wasn't he was on the IL with a calf strain late in the season?
Yeah, there was. Yeah, did he go on the IL though, or was he just out a few games?
He was out,
but he might have re-aggravated and we just didn't know.
Yeah,
but man, if they can get him going at the top of the lineup, you guys, we talked about it I think yesterday of who do you need to step up, and mine was Schwarber and Hoskins to just put guys on. But the fact that he worked a walk. And there was an Alec Boehm at bat that ended with a strikeout, but I was just happy because it was such a good at bat.
Yeah, he had an 8-pitch or 9-pitch at bat.
I'm okay with if you strike out if you have an 8-pitch, 9-pitch at bat. I'd obviously like a hit, but the fact that he started out, I think he was behind in the count, and then he worked that walk, Schwarber I'm talking about, and gets on base to lead off the game. I think it set a tone a little bit to start taking pitches because you saw it. I mean, all of a sudden Darvish was off, and. I gotta give credit to these guys because a lot of times, series, playoff runs, there's always at least one big guy that is just not pulling his weight, and it hasn't really been the case this time around.
Such a big game today,
and that kind of lends to what I was saying earlier. I think there was a game plan to be patient last night.
I agree.
I think clearly by the not swinging at the first 9 pitches.
And look, I don't think they were saying take fastballs down the middle with 2 strikes, but
which happened over and over again.
Yeah, Pat, I think you're right. I think that they were looking to get Darvish to that 75-80 pitch thing, and then say, let's attack a little bit more. Those 2 swings that Schwarber hit the single on and hit that monster home run on were 2 of the shortest swings I've ever seen him take. Did you notice that?
Yeah,
they talked about it. It was just boom, boom. And the power that he can generate in such a short swing is amazing to me. That guy must be strong as hell. He might be the strongest guy on the team.
He looks like a barrel-chested guy.
Yeah, right?
I think John Smoltz said he's one of the strongest guys in all of baseball, and you figure he is. And he doesn't look like he would be. He looks like he's strong, but he doesn't look like he'd be 50 home run power type guy. Like Ryan Howard was much bigger most of the time. Those guys are. Aaron Judge looks like he's chiseled out of granite. Schwarber kind of looks like a pudgy farmer from Indiana,
and he can sing and dance too.
But he's got that country that farm strength.
Country strong.
Did you guys see that story last week?
No, I didn't see it.
Oh yeah, in high school, Schwarber was on the. It was like the choir performance team, Purple Pizzazz. And he was a singer and a dancer in high school and got on stage and did competitions and was the #1 dancer with the #1 girl.
Really?
Like all of these things. And he was the middle linebacker of the team and a stud baseball player. But he said it was cool because it took you out of your comfort zone.
And it's good football. I mean, it's good football workout, right? I mean, to your footwork?
I guess. But he said it was great because it took him out of a comfort zone. Yeah, I was a great athlete and everybody looked at you at that. But getting on stage and performing, and they traveled and performed. It was serious stuff.
Were they called the Tone Rangers?
They were called the Purple Pizzazz.
Could have been a better name.
I kind of like Purple Pizzazz.
It is.
I don't mind it.
I like
pizzazz.
You kind of see that in his personality. It makes sense.
Yeah, it really does. You know,
hear how good of a locker room guy he is.
Yeah,
that's really good.
That's a good story.
3 local teams in action last night. What all happened? We'll talk about all of them. And if you want to join us, you can at 610-632-0975. John Kincade Show on The Fanatic. You know, as a 2-time cancer survivor, I thank you. And I thank you for your generosity, and I thank you for supporting great causes like the American Association for Cancer Research, which is the official charity of the John Kincade Show. We can work together to help accelerate scientific discoveries that benefit patients and families everywhere. And if you are a private citizen like us, we donate, and it helps save lives. I'm living proof. There's like 17 million Americans that are cancer survivors today. Why? Because the AACR supports more than 50,000 researchers worldwide that help drive progress. So when you donate to the AACR, you directly support the scientists and the doctors who are discovering the next cancer breakthroughs. So I know that many of your family members are going to count on you for this sometime. Many of your friends at work. Support cancer patients and their families. You can do it in a tangible way. Go to aacr.org/fanatic. That's aacr.org/fanatic because cancer research saves lives.
The John Kincade Show.
You can't just tag no offense on the end of something horribly offensive and act like it's okay.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia. Fan Fest 2022 is coming.
Saturday, October 29th at Xfinity Live. Doors open at 1 p.m.
Presented by FanDuel Sportsbook.
Here's what to expect.
100-foot obstacle course, rock wall, mechanical shark, the Fanatics' haunted Halloween beach, the Sixers half court, the Philadelphia Union's mobile soccer field, the Flyers inflatable goal, Franklin the mascot, gritty, exotic sports cars, all of our Fanatic hosts, DJ Mo Green, loads of food and beer, Eagles quarterback Darius Slay, presented by CSL Plasma, Shady McCoy, presented by FanDuel Sportsbook, Eagles quarterback Avante Maddox, presented by the AACR, former Eagles legend, number 36, Brian Westbrook.
Presented by FanDuel Sportsbook. Make every moment more.
The countdown is on.
For more FanFest info and how to grab last-minute tickets, go to 975thefanatic.com or keep listening to The Fanatic.
Fanatic Fan Fest 2022, Saturday, October 29th from 1 to 5 at Xfinity Live. And only from 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Connecticut School of Broadcasting is now the CSB Media Arts Center. I'm Taylor Morgan, a proud CSB grad. The instruction from true media pros and the connections that I made spawned a career that's lasted more than 30 years. What you can learn in just 2 to 4 months at CSB Media Arts Center can set you on a whole new path. Train on site or online with classes in radio, TV, podcasting, video, all that is media. There's a campus in nearby Cherry Hill. Get your start. Visit GoCSB.com.
Hey, what's going on? My name is Rob Jenners, and I am a graduate of the Connecticut School of Broadcasting, which is now the CSB Media Arts Center. I've been living my dream in radio, production, and sports broadcasting for 20 years now, thanks to CSB with the nation's most successful sports broadcasting program. We're talking sports talk, play-by-play, color commentary, get trained and get coached by the pros in just 8 to 16 weeks with a campus nearby in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. CSB Media Arts Center. Visit GoCSB.com.
The new era of Thursday Night Football is here, and it's only on Prime Video. This Thursday, 2 electrifying stars look to scorch defenses in the desert when Alvin Kamara and the New Orleans Saints head west to take on Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals. Pre-game coverage begins at 7 p.m. Eastern with TNF Tonight, delivered by Little Caesars. Not an Amazon Prime member? Sign up for a 30-day free trial to stream the game. It's the Saints and the Cardinals, only on Prime Video. See Amazon.com/watchtnf for details.
I love fall.
Cooler temperatures are nice, but our energy bills are going to skyrocket when we start up our old furnace.
You know, a more efficient system would save us money. Isn't Bryant offering instant rebates on new systems right now?
Seriously? I might even love winter with an offer like that.
For a limited time, Bryant is offering up to $675 in rebates on a new home comfort system. Visit nopaybryant.com to find a dealer near you.
Bryant.
Whatever it takes.
Get what you want and pay over time when you use your Lowe's Advantage Card. Now through October 26, 2022. Ask for 0% APR with 36 fixed monthly payments on a product installation or appliance purchase of $1,000 or more. Shop for the appliances you want in-store or online. Or go to the store nearest you for installation. Now at Lowe's. Offer subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store Lowe's.com for details. U.S. only.
Hey guys, Bob Cooney here. Plan your game days at Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia, the ultimate game day watch party headquarters, presented by Bud Light. Catch all the action at Sports and Social or Center Bar with giveaways, contests, and special alumni appearances. Sip on specialty cocktails at the Prime Rib. Try Philly favorites with a twist at Luck Fu, like cheesesteak egg rolls or the Philly roll. Plus, enjoy $5 Bud Lights every game. Game days at Live, presented by Bud Light. To learn more, visit livecasinophilly.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Progressive presents today's to-do list for your dog.
Check front door. Check window. Check other window. Rest chin on ground. Look into distance. Bark for no reason. Check front door. Check window. Check other window.
Your pet has a very busy schedule, so it's up to you to make sure they're protected. That's why Progressive Car Insurance covers your pets for up to $1,000 if they're ever in a car accident with you.
Chase shiny ball. Lose shiny ball. Find shiny ball. Eat shiny ball.
Get coverage for your pets with anti-auto policy from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Coverage for cats and dogs included with the purchase of collision coverage and subject to policy terms.
Hey, it's Guz. The weather is cooler. We're all spending more time indoors. You need to change your kitchen in time for the holidays? Ain't like me. That's what I'm planning, especially after my wife went, "It's ugly. Call Colonial Marble and Granite now." It's the perfect time to get game-winning deals at Colonial Marble and Granite's Fall in the Savings Sale. Get 20% off all marble, granite, quartz countertops, and kitchen cabinetry. Rush in now to score big on savings. Visit colonialmarble.net and tell them Cuz sent you.
Hey, to become the next generation of innovators, entrepreneurs, and creators, we're going to need something.
Like a high-speed internet connection that can turn my ideas into reality.
Like the skills to become the world's most powerful coder.
Like the tools to start my sustainable shoe business.
You just heard some of the millions of students Comcast is supporting through Project Up, our comprehensive initiative and $1 billion commitment to open doors for the next generation so they can build a future of unlimited possibilities. Learn more at comcast.com/projectup.
Hi, I'm Capri, and the little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe is the chicken. They actually put it on the grill, cooked it in the sauce. It's definitely a good grilled spicy sandwich.
Hey, I'm Michelle, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe is it's spicy and it's full of flavor. When you pair that with the Kale Crunch Salad, it's just good.
Order a grilled spicy deluxe sandwich on the Chick-fil-A app today. Available for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Lawn and Golf Supply Company. For snowblowers, generators, and anything you need to get you through the cold, go to lawn-golf.com. That's lawn-golf.com.
Philly, we're big fans of keeping you healthy. With Health Fanatics by Virtua Health, explore exclusive articles, expert insights, and so much more. Visit 97.5thefanatic.com/Virtua.
Tip off the NBA season with FanDuel in partnership with Valley Forge, America's #1 sportsbook. Join today to get $150 in free bets, guaranteed when you place your first $5 bet. Sign up with promo code BOB, and all customers get 3 months of NBA League Pass when they make a $5 bet on the NBA, courtesy of FanDuel. Then you can watch all the action as you bet on everything, from the money line to point spreads to totals. And best of all, you'll get your winnings paid instantly. So don't miss your chance to get $150 in free bets, plus 3 months of NBA League Pass with promo code BOB. Make every moment more with FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of the NBA. 21 plus and present in Pennsylvania. New customers, first online real money wager only. $10 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire in 14 days. Existing customers, $5 NBA wager required. Limit 1 pass per customer across both offers. Restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining sports talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. The John Kincade Show.
Oh, I don't think I'm a lot dumber than you thought that I thought I was once.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
The 9 o'clock hour of the John Kincade Show is brought to you by the Bagster. It's a dumpster in a bag. You can get yours today at Home Depot and Lowe's. And for details, go to Bagster.com. Not much to go in the Bagster from last night. What a great, great night. The Phillies using 2 hits. And John Smoltz said it on the broadcast. 1 run seems like 5. when it comes later.
Yeah.
In a game like that. The Schwarber home run, the tack-on home run last night just seemed like, I think it seemed like a knife through the heart. Now, there were some scary moments in the ninth inning, and we've debated today whether you would have taken out Zach Wheeler or not. So we have Jeff watched went back in the DVR and watched it. He said maybe the Phillies radar guns were saying something different. He said, but the Fox radar guns were not showing a 5 mile an hour drop off in his velocity.
Yeah, I hadn't heard the quote. I told you the people that I was looking at that were talking today on our YouTube chat were saying 3 to 4 miles an hour. They weren't saying as much as 5, but 3 to 4.
His velocity,
I didn't notice it.
His velocity was still fine, and more importantly, he was changing up his pitches later. Pat, he started to go into his bag of tricks.
Yeah, that was something Smoltz kept talking about. I think the whole velocity thing and him after the game defending the decision, I just think that was backing up your manager.
Okay.
I mean, I know it worked out, and we talked about it a little earlier. Just because it works out doesn't mean it was the quote-unquote the right decision.
Yeah, if I'm on a fixed income and I put 500 hours down on black on the roulette table and it hits, it doesn't mean that it was a good decision.
Yeah, for me personally, if he had given up a run, okay, fine, I get it. When you're cruising the way he was, if you think he's running into damage, if you think he's losing the crispness on his fastball or whatever, then let him start the inning, but have somebody warming in the pen. And then at the first sign of danger, if you want to bring somebody in, fine, no problem. And Rob Thompson's done that pretty much ever since he took over. He's had a pretty good feel for the rotation, so it's really hard to complain about his decision making.
And
you're
not complaining. You're
it's not complaining. But in the moment, I'm like, what the hell are you doing? This is the whole reason you have an ace, and he's done it this postseason. You know, he pulled Wheeler in. What was it? What it was the Cardinals game when he pulled him, and it was kind of questionable.
Yeah, when he put in Alvarado, and then Alvarado gave up the 2-run homer.
Yeah, so it's for me, it's like, well, this is why you have your horse to put him in there. You don't tax the bullpen. I'm not in a rush to go to any of my bullpen arms, no matter how nasty they are. And both Alvarado and Dominguez look great yesterday, but I'm not in a rush to get to him when you've got a guy cruising the way that Wheeler was.
Andy on social media says, well, guys, he may have been thinking about Game 5 on Sunday.
I thought of that. That was my first.
I can't think about Game 5 and Game 1 when I'm up 2-0. Well, I can't worry about Game 5.
But you do that.
No, but I can't worry about it if I'm him. First of all, 83 pitches. If he goes out and throws 15 more.
No, I hear you on that.
I don't think with 4 days rest, it's going to be like, he threw 96. That screws him up.
No, it's not that so much as it's 83 perfect innings. 83 perfect pitches in 7 perfect innings. No, not perfect in the sense he didn't give up a hit or a walk, but essentially perfect innings. Do you want to go into the next game with that? Or do you want to throw him out there maybe in the 8th inning and he gives up a hit or two here and the pitch count, as you said, John, might go up to the 95s, and then you take him out and then you're struggling with bringing somebody out of the bullpen with a guy on base? Like, he made the decision, all right, let's go clean. He was positive he could get 6 outs, 3 from Dominguez and 3 from Alvarado.
Are you talking about the message it sent to Wheeler in his head, or the message it sends to the Padres that he went out 7 perfect innings and walks out?
I don't know if message is the first thing that comes to my mind. Good feelings, goodwill, good. Look, you're taking that picture into perfection for his next start. And his thought might have been, yeah, why mess with that? And we got to be honest, Dominguez and Alvarado have been really, really good lately. He was really comfortable that he was going to get 3 outs, and Alvarado, lefty, going against lefties for the Padres was something, Soto in particular, was something that was in the back of his mind.
I mean, and again, this isn't complaining. This is questioning.
No, we can do that, and that's what my digital content's going to be about today.
Wow.
Just because you question something that works doesn't mean it was wrong, you're wrong, whatever. That's what you do as sports fans.
And by the way, there you go. By the way, the Hall of Famer John Smoltz, who understands big game pitching, power pitching, understands exactly how Wheeler throws really, really well. He was the biggest question mark of it last night on the broadcast. And again, he wasn't criticizing, but he was most certainly questioning. And I think that Smoltz was sort of alluding to the fact that when the hoodie went on, that Wheeler wasn't thrilled. Now, after the game, as Pat said.
I didn't get that at all.
I think he looked like he.
I didn't get that either. I didn't think he was pissed off.
No, I don't think pissed off. There's a difference.
It did seem like I did believe he said like that was the plan. I think the plan needs to change when you're dominating that much.
Yeah, I think that plans change. Plans have to be flexible. And flexibility was, if anyone had told Topper before the game, oh, by the way, Wheeler's going to be one hit through 7 innings, 83 pitches. I don't believe he would have said, well, then I'm taking him out.
No, his first question would have been, what's the score?
And it's 2-0, you're leading.
His answer could have gone both ways. Well, I'll read it, or I know I got 2 guys that can get me 6 outs.
Congratulations to the Flyers. They're 3-0. I want to just give them a little bit of love here because last year, the entire season, they had won 3-game winning streak. They matched it in the first 3 games under John Tortorella, including winning in a place in Tampa. I think they were, Pat, was that 10 times in a row? They'd lost to Tampa or something?
You lose count when it gets to double digits, but
yeah, it was something
like that.
And last night they came back from a 2-goal deficit to win the game for the second consecutive game. They did that twice all last season. So they already matched last year in 2 categories. That's really, really awesome for John Tortorella's club. You'll hear tonight the second game of the back-to-back in Florida. They play the Florida Panthers. Very talented Florida Panther club tonight. You'll hear that on the Fanatic 7:30 tonight. And the Sixers were on WMMR last night. And the Sixers, Bob, you had them on the stacked televisions.
Yeah.
And what were you thinking?
Game 1 performance, it was sloppy at times, particularly with your leader in Joel Embiid. 6 turnovers, too much dribbling, too much falling to the ground for my liking. But look, Boston's a tough team to beat in Boston Garden, as we all know. And they hit shots, especially in the second half. I didn't think the Sixers' defense was really great. I thought Boston's was good for an early season game. Look, you got 35 points out of Harden, and for people that were, doubting or wondering where he is, I'm not saying one game is it, but he showed a lot last night. His footwork is good. His getting to where he wants to be is really good. So as much as you may be down and out about the Sixers now, I think I can make somebody feel better, John.
You think you can?
I do.
That's how could you make them feel better?
I think I might have 2 tickets to tomorrow night's game in my back pocket right now.
Wait a minute, you been holding out on this?
No, I'm going to give them away to somebody right now.
Okay,
I just got to let you know.
What caller? What number?
Give me caller number 5.
Okay, Bobby's giving away tickets. Bob has gone into his own little prize closet, and he's found this for you. 215-263-0975. 215-263-0975. You can check that out. And good job, Bob. Someone's
I
really
want people to feel
that.
better. Yeah.
I think Jim Curtin might call up early to try to win the tickets.
I think Jim Curtin.
He's going to be busy tomorrow night.
He's such a big Philly sports fan.
Yeah, he'll be able to go to any game that he wants. I think he's very welcome, Pat.
Not tomorrow.
You're right, though. Yeah, he is busy tomorrow.
Yeah,
he's got busy. He's got a big event. We're going to be talking about that with him coming up. I think he's very welcome. I mean, if Jim says he wants to go somewhere, he's got that kind of clout now.
Oh, he's totally recognizable now. He can't go anywhere without the throngs of people and play. Joel Embiid would probably seek him out if he went to a Sixers game, give him a hug, all those things. So, Jim is the man about town right now.
And we'll talk to Jim coming up here in just a moment on a great run for the Union as they begin their postseason run.
I was walking through Reading Terminal Market yesterday.
Yes.
And the news stations are out doing the very creative let's interview man on the street about everything going on in Philly sports. And the guy was talking. And we got the Union. And they're like the best team in the MLS. So, yeah, it really is a good time.
I love that you get that they're getting a little bit of this shared love.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a great time to be a Philly sports fan, Schefter said. But, I mean, the fact that you've got the Eagles and the Phillies and then it's like they're on people's minds, man, the fact that they're rolling in the playoffs.
I think it really does. It hopefully creates a little bit of energy here. Keith in Exton wants to join us. Keith, good morning. You're on the Fanatic. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing well, John. I think I live right by you. You're in Eagleview area?
Yeah, I mean, I'm in
a stone's throw.
I'm in that Exton area, so yes.
I moved out here about 5 years ago. I grew up in South Jersey, and there's amazing public golf courses all around. Have you ever played Honeybrook or Blackwood?
I have not played. I've not played Blackwood. I've heard about it though.
It's a good one. Put it on your
good.
list.
I will put it on the list.
Take John with you, Keith. He'll golf with you.
Tell us about it.
No problem.
Tell us about last night's Phillies game though, and today's.
That Schwarber home run was just, vicious, ferocious hit, super exciting. And while I know, maybe we could have kept Wheeler in a little longer, at least you didn't have to bleed through your bullpen. So to your point earlier, your confidence with Nola, if you see he gets a little shaky, at least you do have some big arms to go through. Hopefully you don't have to get there because, of course, you want to be able to go home with a healthy, rested bullpen because after those two, it can get a little shaky with our starting.
And there's no days off. So,
Exactly.
after this. So, after this, you get the 1 day off, and then that's it. So, but I actually hope if they're in a position today, Keith, and appreciate your call. If they're in a position today to go on out there and take care of business, I hope he empties the revolver.
Oh, there's no reason for him not to. Even
if you go up
Alvarado
2-0, I think it's over.
Yeah, even Alvarado and Dominguez, they should be okay to go today. Limited pitches last night, as you said, day off tomorrow. There's nothing holding back anything. Rob Thompson has carte blanche today when it comes to managing. Do whatever the hell you want as far as the pitching staff goes and worry about it down the road because that's when your next game is, down the road.
Exactly. Hey, I know this. If you have a game on, a big one coming your way, it's the Philadelphia Union who start their playoff run tomorrow, 8 o'clock versus FC Cincy. So that's tomorrow night. They're going to start their playoff run, and we're pretty confident it is going to be a run. And Union head coach Jim Curtin is going to join us on the Comcast Business Hotline. We're going to get him caught up here because every day in business is a big day. Let Comcast Business keep you ready for what's next. The Union's it's great that the Union gets to share in the energy right now that the Phillies are spewing out. And honestly, it's hard to believe that the Phillies are overshadowing a 6-0 Eagles start. That's pretty amazing in and of itself.
It's pretty cool to have that in your back pocket.
Yeah, the Eagles are 6-0.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. By the way, I sent my cousin, who is a Mets fan, last night. I took a picture of the basement where I had the TV stacked, and I simply said, "See, this is what you have to do in a winning sports town." He didn't take to that too kindly.
He didn't like it.
No.
One of my friends says to me last night. He goes, 3 games till you got to get off your wallet for a pennant. And I remembered that. I only display the pennants on the walls for the teams if my team plays for the championship. I had pennants as a kid, and sometimes you can have a Flyers logo pennant or something like that. But there's a championship wall, and you only get on the wall if you play for the championship. You got to make a World Series, got to make a Stanley Cup final or something like that. And
you have a wall of winners.
I do. But you have to win. They have to win the NLCS for me to get a pennant from this year's club.
Oh, wow.
There is a Philadelphia Union pennant on the wall of the Kincade, but it does not go on the Champions wall until they're there. And that's what Jim Curtin's playing for. I think that's what he's playing for. Really. Cincinnati tomorrow night. You got to take care of business, Jim. We're all excited about it as you begin the playoff journey. How's the team feeling going into this matchup with Cincinnati?
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Glad to have you on.
Exciting time of the year. We're into the final 8 right now, and 3 wins away from lifting the trophy, like you guys said.
What is the mindset of a journey? Is there a theme? Is there a overriding message to your team? Or is it the old expression of dancing with what brung you? You just try to reinforce the winning attributes that have helped the Union establish themselves as the Eastern Conference champs?
It's a great question, and I think our story is a little different than the Phillies story, where they're getting hot at the right time. We've kind of been our hottest in the summer months, so I'm just trying to stay out of the way, keep these guys focused. Obviously, the Phillies have tweaked something that's made them go on a special run as well. So I think each team and each season is different, and at different points of the year. You need to go to different things. Sometimes it's the negative thing, like a coaching change that can spark that. But at the same time, now our group has been flying all year. We've tied for the best record in our league. So as a head coach, you're just trying to keep these guys confident and stay out of their way, to be honest, because they're they've been impressive defensively and offensively.
Jim, looking at your organization and talking to you through the years, the expectations that you had for the team were kind of self-imposed. You telling the guys what you expect from them. Now it's grown with all your success that many people outside of your organization have that high expectations for you. How do you handle that with your players? Do you bring it up? Do you let it go? Where do you go with that?
Yeah, I think you can hide from that. I think you have to have your players, rise to the occasion. And the real clubs, when the moment's right and you're ready to take that next step, I think you naturally do it. So, look, you're right. All the national pundits now respect us a great deal, which has taken time, like you said, to earn. And we've been respected now throughout the league. But the next big step for us, yes, we've won a Supporters Shield. We've played in Champions League. But the next big step for us has to be MLS Cup. And to say it any other way is BS from a coach. I think we all want to win. That's why we're in this game. And that's what people remember. So, again, regular seasons are great, but you're really defined how you do in the playoffs.
Jim, you're very familiar with this squad. You're facing your former assistant coach. They've got a couple of your former players. I believe they're also the only other team in the MLS to do the two-striker format, which is something that you implemented and for some stupid reason nobody's followed. So how is this going to be handled by you? I mean, you're facing kind of a little brother situation here, a team that's kind of modeled their game after you. Does that change your game plan at all?
They've had a great season, an incredible season. For those that don't know, local guy Chris Albright was the former GM and technical director here, built the team here, and now is in Cincinnati. My former assistant coach is there as well. So they're replicating a lot of the same things in Philadelphia. In some ways, we know each other too well, which is why we gave each other, kind of canceled each other out during the season. So it's going to be a tough game, a tough matchup. But at this stage of the year, when there's only 8 teams left, every game's going to be hard, and you need to find a way to get a result. So long story short, a lot of friends on the other side, but once the whistle blows, there's no friends, and we have to take care of business at home. They have a lot of former players from Philadelphia. And they've built a great thing, and they've had a great season so far. But our guys have a real chip on their shoulder as well, and want to play well for our fans at Subaru Park.
Jim Curtin and the Philadelphia Union getting into action tomorrow against Cincinnati in their pursuit of the MLS Cup. He joins us on the John Kincade Show here on the Fanatic. Coach, always something that bothers me a little bit about baseball is you play all these games all year long in a completely different climate, the vast majority of them. And then the biggest games of the year are played in different weather, different temperatures. Does it matter when you're playing in 50-degree temperatures at night compared to 70 and 80-degree temperatures for a vast majority of the schedule?
Another great question. So, again, look, I like the change in weather because what it triggers in my brain, especially as an East Coast guy, is when the weather gets cold, the games mean more, and that's something that just kind of hits in my brain. The advantage of, trust me, I was rooting for teams like Miami and Orlando to win early in the playoffs, so they have to come up here to Philly and play in 30 degrees because the warm weather teams really, really don't like that. So there are big advantages when the weather gets colder with certain matchups. Cincinnati, similar climate to us. It's not going to be too cold. But in previous years, we played our way into, late November and December, and we all know how cold that can be. And it's a big home field advantage for sure. It does make it different, no question. You'll see it with probably the Phillies when when San Diego comes here, they're not going to like it. It can be a huge advantage. The weather, the way balls carry, different things like that in a different climate is a real thing.
Jim, do you look at the success of other teams and try to translate that to your team at all? And I know you have a lot of foreign guys and guys that might not even be into baseball or football or anything like that. But do you look at the locals and have a message for your team from them?
Of course, and no matter what country you're from, and we have 13 different countries in our locker room represented, they can't not feel the energy in the city right now. A lot of them were out at the game. We had Norwegian guys, Hungarian guys, American guys out at the Eagles game the other night, and you can't not feel that energy in the stadium and the buzz in the city. What the Phillies are doing right now, we have guys from Venezuela on our roster that are friends with guys on the Phillies. We were actually out at Sixers training the other morning and talking with them, and Joel talking about how excited he is about our team, and obviously Real Madrid too. That's his other team. But it's just cool that we're kind of thought of the same way. And guys like you guys have helped that. The media has really embraced our team. And our players are fun to watch, man. It's a really good group, and I'm really looking forward to this playoff run.
We hope to continue the good luck charm of you appearing on the show and coming home with a victory. So we'll all be paying attention tomorrow night. In fact, we got a happy hour in Malvern right beforehand, so everybody can focus tomorrow night on the Union. Give them a little bit of love.
Thanks so much for the support all year, guys. It means a ton, and appreciate it.
We'll talk to you again soon, Coach. Next win coming your way.
Thanks, Jim.
Jim Curtin joined us on the Comcast Business Hotline. Every day in business is a big day. Be sure to check out our friends at Comcast Business because they know what's coming and what's next. We're heading into the final stretch of the morning, and it's presented by Stretch Zone. If you want to relieve sore muscles and increase your flexibility and range of motion, book your free 30-minute stretch session today. Do it at StretchZone.com. We have so much coming your way. If you want to share some thoughts either on the Sixers opener, last night's dramatic Game 1 victory, or looking ahead to Game 2, there are some anxious things to concern ourselves with. We'll talk about them next. John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic. I know what's fun. The BetParx Sportsbook and Casino app. It's totally got you covered for baseball postseason. It's awesome. Everything you want in a digital casino and sportsbook, and you can bet Parks with me now. Go to betparx.com, download the app, and if you're a new customer, $750 sportsbook bonus back if your first bet is not a winner. You seem smart, though. I think you're going to win. I love my Saturday mornings because I love college football, and I love doing the cheesy thing of picking three favorites, taking the odds boost that they offer me, and then cashing in. I'm telling you, I'm doing it at a great rate this year. You can do things like that, or you can get a little more exotic if you wish. It's all in one amazing app. You got the sports book, you got the casino, you got the fun, you got the odds, the slots, the bets, the games, all coming together right there in your pocket. You want to download the app today. You got to be 21 in Pennsylvania or New Jersey. If you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The John Kincade Show.
You're a middle-aged man. You can't be a DJ.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Dr. Trudy Fleer here with the 5G Home Recovery Podcast. Let's discuss a very real existential threat to internet speed. It's a big one. Ready? T-Mobile Home Internet. It lags. Ugh. Now, what is lag? Lag is a delay in data being transmitted across the internet. For example, you're hitting that hot drop, the parachute cuts out, you've got an unsuspecting bot in your sights, and lag! You were actually eliminated 10 seconds ago. Nobody deserves that. So stop letting T-Mobile Home Internet ruin everything and switch to Xfinity. Learn more at xfinity.com/TMOFax.
Get Xfinity Internet with unlimited data included for just $29.99 a month for 2 full years with no annual contract required when you add Xfinity Mobile. Go to xfinity.com/TMOFax, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay. Ends 11/14/22. Restrictions apply. New Performance Pro Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. Xfinity Mobile requires post-pay Xfinity Internet. After 24 months, regular rates apply.
Hi guys, it's Andrew. Are you struggling with ED? Did you know that a major medical breakthrough is now available and it isn't a pill? Today, Wednesday, October 19th, we're running a one-day special you won't want to miss out on. Oak Hills Medical Clinic uses the most powerful form of wave therapy, clinically shown to repair blood vessels and improve blood flow. It's backed by 60 clinical studies, including from Cambridge. If you're ready to regain that spark in the bedroom, today is your day. Call us now and you'll qualify for the assessment and ultrasound totally free. Also, a gift that can produce rapid results to intimacy in minutes. You're gonna love that, guys, trust me. And today only, we're offering 5 tune-up treatments to our patients free. This is unprecedented, worth hundreds of dollars, but call today and qualify totally free. 215-302-9999. That's 215-302-9999. Guys, put a stop to your ED and get your love life back. Call Oak Hills Medical Clinic now to qualify. This offer ends today. 215-302-9999.
Hey, it's Jen Scordo. Tip off the NBA season with FanDuel in partnership with Valley Forge, America's #1 sportsbook. Join today and get $150 in free bets guaranteed when you place your first $5 bet, just $5. Sign up using my promo code SCORDO. All customers get 3 months of NBA League Pass when they make a $5 bet on the NBA, courtesy of FanDuel. That's pretty cool. Then you can watch all the action as you bet on everything from the money line to point spreads to totals. Best of all, you get your winnings instantly. So don't miss your chance to get $150 in free bets plus 3 months of NBA League Pass using my promo code SCORDO. Make every moment more with FanDuel, the official sportsbook partner of the NBA.
21 plus and present in PA. New customers, first online real money wager only. $10 deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire in 14 days. Existing customers, $5 NBA wager required. Limit 1 pass per customer across both offers. Restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Finding the right Medicare plan? Oof, no easy feat. Kind of like those dances my granddaughter loves making me do. But then I found Walgreens FindRx coverage. Lets you compare plans online, over the phone, or in person. Made Medicare shopping so easy. Plus, I found plans with low-cost copays. I can get down with that. Medicare annual enrollment ends December 7th. Find a plan that's right for you at walgreens.com/Medicare.
Hey guys, it's Andrew. At CSL Plasma, you can make up to $825 this month when you donate plasma at any of CSL Plasma's tri-state area donation centers. That's money in your pocket for doing a great deed. Plasma donations help create therapies to treat patients with rare and serious diseases, and the process, it's similar to donating blood. For locations and info on how you can donate plasma and earn up to $825 this month, visit CSLPlasma.com. Walk-ins are welcome. CSL Plasma, good for you, great for life.
Go passionately. Go fearlessly. Go confidently.
Go Birds!
Go confidently towards your goals with First Trust, Philly's hometown bank for nearly 90 years, and the official bank of the Philadelphia Eagles. We're focused on getting you over the goal line. So go with conviction, go with trust,
Go Birds!
and go forward with us by your side. First Trust Bank, the official bank of Philadelphia dreams. Oh, and go Birds.
The new era of Thursday Night Football is here, and it's only on Prime Video. This Thursday, 2 electrifying stars look to scorch defenses in the desert when Alvin Kamara and the New Orleans Saints head west to take on Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals. Pre-game coverage begins at 7 p.m. Eastern with TNF Tonight, delivered by Little Caesars. Not an Amazon Prime member? Sign up for a 30-day free trial to stream the game. It's the Saints and the Cardinals, only on Prime Video. See Amazon.com/watchtnf for details.
Citadel Credit Union has a checking account that's built for you. For a limited time, get $300 when you open a new checking account at citadelbanking.com/radio. Citadel Credit Union, building strength together. Federally insured by NCUA.
By now, you've heard all of our ads. America's largest injury law firm. It means that when you hire us, you get a legal army. When it comes to law, size matters. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hello? Whether you're at home or on the go, listen to 97.5 The Fanatic on Odyssey on your smartphone, Roku, LG Smart TV, Waze, and more. That's Odyssey, AUDACY. Check it out now.
Hey, it's Coach and my man, Kyle Schwarber, in his home run last night. Put a few extra bucks in my pocket because I took that bet plus 260 that he was going to hit one, and I did it using my Caesars Sportsbook app, and today I might be doing the same thing. I've been telling you this for a while now. Your first bet with Caesars Sportsbook is on Caesars, up to $1,250. Get your phone out, download that Caesars Sportsbook app, and use the promo code RadioFull. Then all you have to do is place that first bet. Tonight, with Nola and Snell on the mound, I'm going back to the under 6.5 total runs scored, and let's go back to Schwarber at plus 370 to hit a home run. Now, here's the thing. If you don't win on that first bet, you're going to get your money back as a free bet up to $1,250. And when you bet with Caesars, you're going to earn towards stays at some of Caesars' iconic locations, as well as free dining. They have experiences, they have great tickets, and a whole lot more. And remember, when you're doing this, use that promo code RadioFull. Caesars Sportsbook open to new users in New Jersey who are 21 and over. If qualifying bet loses, bet amount returned as a credit. Must use within 14 days. See Caesars.com/promo for full terms. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
Sorry, this is your life right now. Listening to me on the radio.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
John Kincade Show on The Fanatic. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate you. Well, Bob, you're
Oh, I have to hang out with
Yeah,
her.
we're contractually obligated.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, come on now.
I don't know, though. I could see me hanging out with the two of you even if I wasn't contractually obligated at 6 o'clock on a weekday morning.
I mean, Pat would never be awake if he was not contractually obligated.
No.
No.
No, absolutely not.
That's being honest.
I'm a night owl.
You are. You really are, aren't you? Were you a night owl as a child?
No. So when I was a kid, my body clock was getting up early for school and stuff. So
Right.
I would kind of get up early, and then I'd go rollerblade in the street and play hockey by myself because I had no friends. And then when I got to my teenage years, that's when I kind of became a night owl of staying up late playing video games. And next thing you know, it's 3 a.m. and
the internet.
It wasn't so much the internet. It was like Madden, GTA.
Friends of ours have decided
stuff, the classics.
They're doing what Coach does. They've turned off the internet in their house at certain hours of the night because they got 2 kids that are not getting enough sleep and they're being grumpy Gusses, and so they're like, okay, internet's off, so your phone's not working, you're not cruising the web,
you're
not on Instagram, you're just and they shut down their phones too. And they find that they are getting more sleep and that they are actually
more productive in life.
Life in the home is more harmonious.
Yeah.
That's not a bad theory.
I don't know how your parents put you to bed. Mine really didn't, because as I told you, I was born very late in my parents' life, so they absolutely had given up on raising kids when I was little.
They didn't give up. They just had other... They gave up on
Let's put it this way. It wasn't a priority for child number 4. That was a huge mistake. So it was more of go to bed.
Oh, no.
And it wasn't go to sleep or it was just like get out of my face and go up to your room and close the door because I don't want to see you anymore.
Wow.
So then I'd go up there and it was like Pat said, I had the little Nerf basketball hoop. So it was like taking little jump shots because you had to be quiet because you wanted them to think you were asleep. So little jump shots here, maybe a soft little dunk there, stuff like that. Jumping on the bed real quiet. But
I used to put myself to bed. I would walk upstairs and go, I'm tired. I'm going out to bed. My mom said I never had to be put to bed.
Yeah, like my parents,
I was just like, I'm going to bed.
They never. I was in first grade, and I used to have to set my own alarm, go down, make my own breakfast, have breakfast. Then I'd go upstairs about 10 minutes before I was going to leave, before I brushed my teeth, and I would wake up my mom and say, are you going to make me lunch today? And she would either say, grab $3 off the thing, or, oh, yeah, all right, make it, and then go back to bed.
Hey, Staples stores are a new world of possible. They've got innovative tools for small business and remote workers and learners. You can explore more at your local Staples store or visit staplesconnect.com. Let's go to San Diego. Jeff in San Diego was there yesterday. He's going to be there today.
Sweet.
Jeff, take us inside. How was it?
It was weird. Okay. That's the best way I can describe it. So, I'm used to going to games on the East Coast, right? I've been, Philly, New York, Washington, Baltimore, where there's like genuine hate and vitriol for each other. These people were so nice. It was disconcerting. I was like the only Philly. There's like four or five Philly fans in my section, and so when Soto strikes out, I stand up and yell, "Soto, party of one, your table's now available."
Oh.
The lady next to me says, she laughs, and she says, "That's really funny. I've never heard that before." And I'm like, "Who are you people?" I was like, but it was electric, and it was awesome. The atmosphere is incredible. San Diego's an amazing city.
So what was it? The atmosphere in the building, it didn't translate on air. Maybe the game took the wind out of the sails a little bit.
No, John, they just don't care. They don't care. It's because I said after the game, I'm walking with people. I had at least 24 people say to me, "Hey, congratulations, Padres fan." Could you imagine?
No.
Being in New York and walking out, and did you imagine?
No.
I tweeted at one point, I said, these people are going to beat me up. They find me amusing right now, but at some point that's going to get old. And it didn't. They were all like really happy the whole time. I'm walking back to my hotel after. People are like, "Hey, congratulations." Like, what are you people doing? This is not how this is supposed to go. So I bought a ticket for tonight.
So where are you going to be?
Tonight, I'm going to be even closer. Tonight, I'm going to be like probably 5 rows back of home plate. I'm not sure you'll be able to see me.
They didn't show. Like last night, I was looking for you. All I saw was Bill Walton and Del Harris.
Yeah, it's hard to see around Bill Walton's gigantic head, so that's all that you're probably going to be able to see. So, but I'm going to have the same jersey on. And here's the cool part, if you give me just a minute. You guys, this summer has not been great for me. I lost my dad to cancer in July.
Sorry about that.
You guys, and on this show, and Cuz, I talked to Cuz the other last week, you guys really helped me get through that. And so what I have done is I've got a sweatshirt with my dad's picture on it.
Oh, awesome.
With me. And so my dad could be with me.
Okay, that's awesome.
Last night during the bottom of in the top of the ninth, in the bottom of the ninth, when Manny Machado came up, I was holding that sweatshirt up to my hand, just holding it and just going, come on, you got to do this for Dad. You got to do this for Dad. And they did. And I was so happy. So,
Jeff, that's an awesome thing that Dad's along there with you. And you know he's there. In spirit, he's there. You can probably feel him.
It's great. It was so great. It was great.
Have a great day today. Enjoy some of the beautiful day. It's going to be a good afternoon for it, and a little warm for San Diego standards, I heard.
It is, but it's still cold from where I'm. It's a little warm, but like I was not prepared for the warm weather. I had to buy a pair of shorts. So I had jeans and stuff on. But no, I'm good. It was good. It was great.
All right, buddy. You enjoy yourself tonight.
All right.
This afternoon,
Thanks, Jeff.
Jeff, we'll talk to you tomorrow. Out in San Diego for the game.
Look, that game was in the bag when we saw, and Pat, I think you and I may have saw it earlier yesterday or whatever, conversed on it. When you saw the Twitter San Diego Padre fans trying to sing and dance before the game.
Oh, that was
like, what in the holy hell was that? Like,
I think they purposely were trying to.
Well, yeah, they succeeded.
I agree. I think it was intentionally
bad to go viral.
So, did you guys notice though something that I kind of laughed at during the game? So, at one point they showed a guy that had a drum and he's banging the drum to the fans, try to get them ready. He was wearing an earpiece. He worked for the team. So the team is sending people out there to get the fans to cheer. I'm telling you, if you DVR'd the game, go back and watch it. It was early in the game, and
he has it.
And they show the guy. He's got a drum, and he's got it. You know, whatever that is, the hammer or the drumstick or whatever. He's banging the drum and he's getting people going, and he's wearing an earpiece.
Well, wait a minute. Could he have been? Maybe he takes phone calls with that? Or
no, it was one of the
a bigger one.
Yeah, it's one where he works for the team, and I thought, man, that is pathetic that they have to send people out there to get the team to get the fans riled up. And I didn't think the fans were doing that bad of a job making noise. They were pretty good, but I guess in San Diego they thought, well, we probably need this anyway.
I thought it was a lame atmosphere. I didn't feel like they were giving the team the energy to. Again, it didn't translate. It wasn't jumping off your TV screen.
No,
that's an intimidating place or anything. Like
something Connor and I were talking about this morning. He goes, Bob, I know what you're thinking the big advantage is for the Phillies in this series is. I said, oh, yeah, what's that? And he said, the fandom. And I said, you know what, dude, you're exactly right. Because I felt like it was sitting on hands most of the night last night for San Diego fans until the ninth inning when a little something happened. And then they revved it up to what would be a normal 4, 5, 6 inning of Philly fans.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? The height of their fandom last night would have been the middle of a game Philly fandom.
Two strikes in the first inning, they were on their feet, waving towels.
Yeah.
And then I noticed, like, other innings, they didn't do that. You either do it or you don't. I mean, and Darvish was putting out a hell of a product for you last night.
Yeah. No, they're just
laid back.
Yeah, it's San Diego, man.
They're laid back.
Yeah, you don't jump up and down. It's too nice.
They don't know what to do.
No, they don't.
You know what I mean?
They need a lesson in fandom.
Look, this is a city that lost their basketball team years ago. They lost their football team a few years ago. This is all they have, and they still don't really know how to respond when the team is good. Like, yeah, you're right, Bob. They need a lesson in, hey, this isn't how you approach the NLCS. You're supposed to be angry that you lost. But I kind of envy it, honestly. I kind of envy a fan base that doesn't get angry when you lose a critical game one of the National League Championship Series.
You gave up home field advantage, though, and I think that's the big loss. Bob wants to talk about in Cooney's Corner something that might end up being the right approach.
Now, let's see what's in Cooney's Corner.
Yeah, and it was something that I brought up a little bit earlier today. It was aggravating last night. I think I'm with all you guys, or you're with me also, when I say that watching the Phillies take so many strikes right down the middle of the plate was driving me bat bleep crazy. And I think we were probably all yelling. And I know I did yell one time, swing the damn bat. And I think it was Rhys Hoskins when a 95 went right down the middle. But as the game played out, and I don't know if I've convinced you of this or not yet, John, and I could be wrong, but as the game played out, I really felt like there was a game plan there of doing it. Now, the game plan wasn't go up there and foul some pitches off, but at the end, just take a 95 heater down the middle and don't swing. But I think it was to make Yu Darvish pitch.
Well, I think that one of the things that Smoltz put out there in his analysis that when you study Darvish, he's not going to always be ultra efficient.
Right.
So,
and he's going to throw,
make him get that pitch count up.
And it's amazing what they said that he had thrown 16 different type of pitches last night at one point. You know, it's a 4-seam, a 2-seam, it's a sinker, a slider, it's a placement here, placement there, whatever it may be. That's got to be mind-bending when you're up at bat and you're seeing that many pitches.
He also gives up a ton of home runs, though, in postseason.
2 more last night.
He gives up home runs. He doesn't give up a lot of hits.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, and I thought it neat because it was only not even a week ago when John Smoltz, same announcer as last night, was talking about the Phillies' approach to Charlie Morton. And that was swing early and swing a lot. And that's what they were doing. And they got some success against him, ultimately knocking him out when, a ball hit his elbow. But I think it is pretty cool when we talk, especially Eagles, adjustments. Are they making the proper adjustments, halftime, all that? That's what coaching, managing is. I think the Phillies really have a game plan here in different games. And I think last night I saw what it was. It was aggravating as hell, but it probably worked out exactly as they planned.
I think it did. And again, I think there's a big difference between people who are like, oh, I can't believe people are complaining about Rob Thompson. There's a difference between questioning and complaining.
If they had lost, I'd be complaining.
Yes, I'd be complaining if they lost that game. I absolutely would be complaining.
But it's more of like was that a smart move? What does it matter? They
still don't think it was a smart move.
No, neither do I.
But it worked.
But it worked. And we had a tweeter point out that his miles per hour dropped 2 miles.
Yeah, it was 2. By the way, it was the guy sends me along screenshots from the thing. It was 2 miles an hour difference. It wasn't 5.
Well, I made the point of they kept making a big deal about his velo rising in yesterday's start from his previous start.
Right.
So if you factor in the 2 mile per hour drop, his miles per hour were where he was in his last start.
I mean,
so
seriously.
It really shouldn't have been that big of a deal. But once again, it's just an observation of I didn't like it in the moment. I don't have a massive problem with it because it worked out, but in that moment, was I sitting there going, this is going to be the storyline? They're going to end up blowing this game. And
don't tell me that.
That's what I was thinking, though, in the moment.
The only bad thing that came into my head was, what if Soto hits the 3-run homer to win the game?
I can't lie and say it didn't enter my mind.
And I said, I because that would have been one. The only thing that entered my head at that point was, you're not recovering from that loss if you lose. Hey, Maury is on a cell. Maury, what's going on?
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Good, buddy. What's going on?
So I agree with you on that. With Wheeler, he had a low pitch count. He was playing lights out. I mean, that was a real risky move, I think, pulling him. And I had a bad feeling in the ninth, but just what you said about Soto hitting the 3-run shot to win the game. I mean, it was really risky. I thought they should have kept Wheeler in a little bit longer. But, hey, going back to the caller, Jeff, a few minutes ago.
Yes.
He was not at the game. I was with him. He's in Cherry Hill last night at the bar watching the game with me.
He was not.
He was lying to you guys.
No, he was not.
I'm telling you, I know him very well for many years. He was not at the game.
Where are you from?
Chester.
Why were you in Cherry Hill?
I was out there with some friends to watch the game at a bar, and he was there.
Which bar?
Lying to you guys.
What bar?
We were at Rosanna's Italian Restaurant.
So Jeff was at Rosanna's Italian Restaurant?
Yep, he was lying to you guys.
Okay. Where's Rosanna's at? I've never heard of it.
I heard of Rosanna's.
I'm from Cherry Hill.
I've heard of Rosanna. I won't sing it to you, though.
Oh, thank you.
Man, I don't even care if he was lying. Philly's by a million.
No, I'd care.
right.
I'd care. I'd care because the dad story soaked me in.
Yeah, I don't. You're right. Actually, the dad story.
That would really be a.
I don't think.
I don't believe it. I don't believe he's. I don't
believe that guy.
I don't believe that.
Maurice Tony.
I think Jess would have called back and.
Yeah, I don't believe that at all.
Want to file some charges.
Yeah, I
defamation of character. You can't be doing that. You can't call up and defame Jeff.
I would say this though is that to me though, like, did you hear the crowd through the TV?
Not until I didn't notice
really,
it.
I mean, like,
maybe the first and ninth, but not much in between.
Like, I never worried about the crowd being an issue, and I wonder how they are today. Because I can tell you this, it's one of the last things I had in my notes for today. Going to a game 2 after your team loses game 1 is an absolutely uncomfortable and, like, I don't think it's even a fun situation to be in. Like, I think it's terrible to be like going to game 2 when you've already lost game 1 at home. To me, is the worst game to go to. In fact, I would prefer not to go to it as a fan because it is to me the most anxious, the most just like gut wrenching because you're like, wait a minute, we lose today, we're screwed. It's done. We're finished. And I have a real good feeling about this afternoon too that they're going to put a really strong effort together.
So do I. I feel real good about today. I'm excited about today.
And that's all on Aaron Nola. That's right. Honestly, it's all on Aaron Nola. That Aaron Nola's done enough to say, okay, I believe you. I believe you. I believe you're going to put it together. I believe you're going to continue this trend. And again, this is like the other night. I don't need Aaron Nola to be the lights out Aaron Nola he's been so far in the playoffs. I just need him to give him a legit chance to win the game.
Yeah, I'll go with what I said about Nola against the Braves when he was starting game 3. He might give up a few runs, guys. He might give up 3 and 6 or something like that. Bats, you got to be there. You got to be there against Snell. And as I said earlier, right-handed bats especially. So I need something from a Rhys Hoskins, a Real Muto, a Castellanos especially, who you guys know I'm focusing on. You need that. And don't get used to this. Nola and Wheeler, no runs through 7.
Right, it doesn't happen.
Don't do it. Get him some runs early and have in.
I think that's one of the reasons why the crowd wasn't really a huge factor for a lot of the game, at least on the TV. It sounded like is because they jumped out to the lead. I think it's so crucial that you jump out to the lead because especially in this game, if you jump out to the lead in this game after what we saw last night, the fact they couldn't get anything going, the fact they were shut out, it's in their minds of one run might be enough. So I think it's crucial that they get the first run of this game.
Okay, I'm going to give you my over-unders from like I did yesterday. By the way, the strangest one being, I said the game would be over. 10:49 was the over-under. 10:48 was final out, which is bizarre. That? And it was the under. You went over and Pat and I went under, and it was just under. Aaron Nola, Pat, 18 and a half outs today recorded. That's 6 innings.
Yeah, I think he gets that.
So you think he goes over?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll take the over also.
Snell, 16 and 1/2 outs today recorded.
I like the over on that.
I said he won't make it to the 6, so I got to take the under.
So you got to take the under on that one. I'm going to take the under on Snell also. I think they're going to make him work. The Phillies runs scored today, over under 3.5.
I like the over.
So do
you like
I.
You both
I like the over.
You didn't even hesitate.
I like it. Give it to me.
You guys haven't even hesitated on that one.
No, I'm thinking 6-2 Phillies today.
Wow,
Whoa.
Bobby, put it on the table.
You really
man.
are. You just laid it out there.
They're there.
3.5.
Let him drag.
Yeah.
I'm going under on that one that the Phillies win a tight one, but they score 3.
Stop.
I think they score 3 today.
Shut your mic off. You're done for today.
I think they score 3
So
today.
you're under
Bob,
the 3.5.
I'm under the 3.5. Yeah, I'm feeling that one.
I don't need that energy right now. Bob, finish the show. Tell us about life-saving cancer research.
Home run hitter, pick one. If there's going to be a home run hitter today, who is it?
I'm going to go with I'll go with JT.
Oh, you son of a...
I'm sorry. I'll change it. I'll go.
No. You go JT. I'll change it.
You'll go with Drew Stubbs.
I'll go with... all right, here's what I'm going to pull out of my... I'll go with Veerling.
Matt Veerling?
Yes.
What?
Bobby!
Uh-huh.
Let him drag, Bobby.
Center fielder Veerling's going to hit us a home run today.
Wow.
Yeah, I think Marsh is on the bench. You go righty versus lefty.
Oh, I would think that's probably the case, especially after last night's at-bats. That was really, really good, Bob. I like that one very much. How about Nick Castellanos with the home run today?
That's what Coach was yelling.
Coach, you too?
Coach
Nick
said,
Castellanos. And by the way, Pat, $2.72 on a Nick Castellanos home run today.
I already took it.
Yeah, I did too.
Wow.
Yeah. Castellanos.
It was plus 365.
365.
I'll take him for a hit.
There you go.
I won't take him for a home run.
Hope everybody enjoys game 2 today. And we're celebrating tomorrow a series lead that is impressive heading home for the weekend. Join Cuz Radio at a Chickies in Malvern, where they have the Bet Park Sportsbook right there. It's going to be a fun day with him and Chunas. You don't want to miss it. Support life-saving cancer research. Join us and our generous partners, the Davis CPA Group. Make a donation today to the American Association for Cancer Research. Do it at 97.5thefanatic.com/AACR, because cancer research saves lives. We are looking forward to the Phillies going up 2-0. Sixers home opener tomorrow and more. John Kincade will be back tomorrow at 6. Have a great day, everybody.
Hey, the new era for Thursday Night Football is here, and it's only on Prime Video. This Thursday, 2 electrifying stars look to scorch defenses in the desert when Alvin Kamara and the New Orleans Saints head west to take on Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals. Pre-game coverage begins at 7 p.m. Eastern with TNF Tonight, delivered by Little Caesars. Not an Amazon Prime member? Well, sign up for a 30-day free trial to stream the game. It's the Saints and the Cardinals, only on Prime Video. See Amazon.com/watch TNF for details.
The John Kincade Show.
This is not radio fantasy camp. We're on the air here.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Your next chance to win $1,000 is coming up in just a few minutes. It's 97.5 The Fanatic's Bleeding Green.
Presented by the Bet Park Sportsbook and Casino app. Everything you want in a digital casino and sportsbook. Must be 21 and in Pennsylvania or New Jersey. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
And it's only on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
You need a lawyer? Here's something to consider. Jeff Rosenbaum of Rosenbaum Injury Law started in Philly 30 years ago. But John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan is from Florida and just opened a Philly office in 2017.